Hello, everybody, and welcome for the Pittsburgh as they look to defend their back-to-back titles in the winners 2019 and 2021. The 20 year because COVID, there wasn't a regular season. The way it worked is teams played in what they call pods, pretty much the teams in their own state or in their own area. So the Pittsburghers stayed at home at Turtle Creek Stadium and played the Resorters and the Dune Bears, two teams they created for that season. So with 2 full years that the Traverse City Pittsburghers have been a league team, they have won the Northwoods Championship. They won this season a 9-3 victory over the St. Cloud Rock in St. Cloud, Minnesota. So they've won 1 at home, they've won 1 on the road. And this year they'll look to make it a three-peat. And it starts against the Battle Creek Battlejacks, new team, Northwoods League, or at least a new name. They were the Battle Creek Bombers last season, and a total rebrand of their team. Now they're the Battlejacks. They've made some adjustments to the ballpark with changing the infield. It used to be a weird substance, kind of like gravel. It was an interesting gray color, but now they've got real dirt on the field. Them standing on the outfield bleachers, trying to make CO Brown Stadium a much more welcome place for their fans. Starting lineup for the Traverse City Pittsburghers, the away team, a soft catcher from St. Xavier University, Evan Orzek, a redshirt freshman right fielder from North Carolina State, Trey Truett, a returner from last season's team. Batting third, the sophomore designated hitter from the University of Montevallo, Jake Smallwood. Cleaning up, the third baseman, sophomore from Saginaw Valley State, Hayden Yatchek. Batting fifth, senior from Doane University, first baseman Lucas White. A sophomore from Yale University, center fielder Alec Atkinson. 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Sophomore Camden Trafficante, the shortstop from Stetson, another returner from last year's championship team. Batting at 8th, the sophomore from Equinox College, Dane Smith's playing second base, and rounding out the lineup, a high school senior, hasn't yet played college baseball. He'll get his first taste of it this summer. Brendan Summerhill, left fielder, Arizona University commit. So there's the starting lineup for the Pittsburghers. You'll see Aaron Gustafson take the mound later. On the mound, though, is Garrett Martin. And Martin getting ready to throw the first pitch here. He is a right-handed senior. His first pitch dealt a strike to Orzek. Orzek, a left-handed batter. And after the first pitch thrown for a strike, they will call time, toss the ball into the dugout. Little souvenir for their first ball pitched of their new Battlejacks history here. Small round of applause for the first pitch thrown in their team's history. 0-1, the pitch to Orzek is hit softly to third. Play made and across the diamond in time. Fisher Pyatt to Joey Gerbansky. It's 1 up, 1 down, and the season starts with a ground ball for the defending champions. Garrett Martin, a senior from Middle Georgia State University, his hometown in Gypsum, Colorado, gets the first out there. Here's Trey Truett now. Truett, a temporary player last season for the Pittsburghers, did not make the whole campaign. He had himself some good success while he was in Traverse City. Was one of the team leaders in a few categories. A guy with a combination of power and speed. Tripled plenty last year. Large in part due to the large dimensions of Turtle Creek Stadium. Put a ball in the gap, it's easy to get to third. He flies out to left field. Patrick Mills on the catch there. So far, quick work for Garrett Martin. 2 up, 2 down. That one a lazy fly ball, so no hard contact. Orzek a soft roller to third. Truett a soft little floater out to left. Both lefties going opposite field. Another left-handed batter here. Jake Smallwood, designated hitter. Get his first taste of pit spitter action. He's swinging on the first pitch. Popped up on the left side. Might be playable over there. And it is a nifty catch. Almost overrunning it was Pyatt, but he adjusts to make the catch, and it is a very quick 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Martin. Going to take a quick break here and be back for the bottom of the first as the Pit Spitters will go on defense now to start their title defense. You're listening to Pit Spitter Radio. Bottom of the first here at C.O. Brown Stadium, Battle Creek, Michigan. Take a quick look at the home team, the Battle Creek Battle Jacks, leading off a redshirt junior from Central Methodist, Robbie Merced, playing shortstop. After him, Patrick Mills, a left field junior from IU Kokomo. Batting third, a sophomore from Concordia University, Nebraska, the first baseman, Joey Gerbansky. Cleaning up for the Battle Jacks, Aaron Dolney, a sophomore catcher from Eastern Michigan University. Batting fifth, junior, designated hitter from Mount Marty University, Billy Hancock. Isaiah Gibbs, a senior right fielder from William Woods. Raphael Gomez Jr., a junior from Middle Georgia State, playing center field. James Kanar, second baseman, junior from McPherson College, and rounding out the lineup, a redshirt sophomore from San Diego State University, the third baseman, Fisher Pyatt. Pitching for the Pit Spitters, Aaron Gustafson from Olivet Nazarene has had himself quite a career at Olivet Nazarene as he deals a first pitch strike to Robbie Merced. Gustafson, or Goose as his teammates call him, looking for a quick inning just like Garrett Martin had for Battle Creek. Gets a second pitch, popped up behind home plate, see if Orzek has a play on it. Running around, and he's able to make the grabs. Went in a full circle, spun around 360 degrees, but is able to stick with it and put it away for out number one. Back-to-back plays now. The last out in the top half of the first, and first out in the bottom half of the first, where the defender had to roam around and battle the wind a little bit and make a catch. Here's Patrick Mills, first pitch from Goose, right down the middle, strike one. Both pitchers showing a lot of command for the strike zone early on here in this ball game. Goose with 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Mills, a junior from Indiana University, Kokomo, takes ball one skipped in the dirt. Orzek with no one on base. Didn't try to knock it down and block it. Got away from him. 1-1 pitch. A breaking ball outside. Orzek, although it was a ball, gave him a little point as if to say that's a good pitch, right where he wanted it. But the hitter Mills laid off. Mills, a great season at Indiana University Kokomo. Rips that one into the gap. It is going to drop down. The first hit in Battle Jacks history. Truett knocked it away. Is able to recover. It is a one-out double for Patrick Mills. Gets himself on second base. And just like that, as I was talking about the great season he had, ropes one into the gap. Lefty-lefty for a double. Mills hit .374 this season with IU Kokomo, and he had 16 doubles. He has one here to start his season. The first baseman now, sophomore from Concordia University, Nebraska, Joey Gerbansky. He's ready to go with a runner in scoring position. Gerbansky, 6 foot, 258, a big man. Up the middle, Goose can't handle it. It's into center field. They're going to wave their runner home. Atkinson fires. It's cut off, and 1-0 Battle Jacks. On the first pitch, Joey Gerbansky sees in his Battle Jacks career, he sends it up the middle for an RBI single. And the Battle Jacks on the board first. Got a fastball. Definitely seemed that's what he was looking for. And he sends it right back where it came from. Gustafson almost was able to make a play on it. Wasn't quite, though. And the Battle Jacks on the board first, 1-0. Hitter now, Aaron Dolney, the catcher, another left-handed hitter. A lot of lefties here early. Goose drops in a first pitch breaking ball for strike one. Dolney, a sophomore from Eastern Michigan, a D1 school, where he hit .344 with 7 home runs and 15 other extra base hits, doubles and triples. A fantastic season for him where he slugged almost 600, 597, his OPS just shy of 1,000. Actually scratched that just over 1,000. So a very successful 2022 season where he played in 49 games. 0-2 pitch up the middle, chance for 2. There's one, on to first, not in time. Dane Smits, the second baseman, had a little trouble fielding it, and it was that little slight bobble that allowed Dolney to get down the line and beat the double play. They do get the lead runner, though, Gerbansky at second. So Dolney on a fielder's choice, down to first. 1 on and 2 outs for the 5-hole hitter, the designated hitter, Billy Hancock. First pitch to him, taken just high. A lot of hitters going after the first pitch. It's opening day. They're excited, and those excited emotions showing as soon as they see a strike, they're jumping all over it. Hard contact early on for the Battle Jacks. And another hard hit ball through the right side, opposite field hitting. Truett able to get it in quickly. So staying at second is Dolney, but already 3 hits in the inning for Battle Creek. Took that outside pitch and went with it the other way. First and second now with 2 outs. Isaiah Gibbs, the right fielder, will step into the box for his first at-bat. A lot of experience for him. Isaiah Gibbs, a senior from Woods University. Takes a first pitch, ball low in the dirt. Goose had a great career at Olivet Nazarene, an ERA under 3 this season. A 5th-year senior who had a great career winning several conference championships In trouble here, first and second. The pitch is high, maybe a little outside as well. 2-0 to Gibbs. Gibbs in 2022 hit .344 after a .392 season in 2021. He played the most games in his freshman season 2019, 51. Played 48 this season. 2-0. Hitter expecting fastball, so what'd he do? Drop a curveball in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Gibbs slugged .656 for William Woods this season. 2-1. Goose deals another breaking ball and fouled off the left side. Big hack by Gibbs. Not able to sit back long enough on that slow looping curveball, though, and the count evens at 2-2. On-base percentage this season for Isaiah Gibbs was .495, almost getting on base half the times he steps to the plate. A very consistent hitter. Looking at a 2-2 here. Goose deals, fastball, and it's fouled away down the right side. It's going to get out of play, and he stays alive. At bat continues. This season, Goose pitched 83 innings and struck out 90 batters, only 24 walks. So you can see how well he commands the strike zone. Not the problem here early, it's just hitters seeing the ball well against him as he deals a 2-2. Swing and a miss. No, a foul ball is called. Just got a piece of it. Orzek couldn't hold on. It was in the dirt. So by the skin of his teeth, Isaiah Gibbs stays alive to see another 2-2 pitch. .75 record with a .293 ERA for Gustafson this season at Olivet. Trying to get out of this trouble here. 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. He deals and swing and a miss. No foul ball there. Out of the inning, but the damage done. The Battle Jacks on 3 hits break through with a run, their first run in their Battle Jack history. 1-0 as we go to the second inning here. 4, 5, 6 coming up for Traverse City here on the Pitts Bitters Radio. For the Pitts Bitters, 3 hits in the bottom of the first. They jumped on Aaron Gustafson to get that lead, and the Pitts Bitters, the defending champs, will look to get it back here with the middle of their order, 4, 5, and 6. First off, a sophomore from Saginaw Valley State, Hayden Yatchek. the third baseman from Bay City, Michigan. Percentage. Great offensive year. Had 4 home runs, 5 triples, 13 doubles, 43 RBIs. 1-1 pitch to him. Oh, got caught on a breaking ball, chased it low and away for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Garrett Martin made quick work of the pit spitters in the first, looking to do so here in the second. His 1-2 pitch is outside. A similar pitch that Yatchek just chased, he laid off of there. Yatchek this season played in 48 games, 15 more than he did the year prior. And with those extra games, he was able to get more at-bats, runs, hits, RBIs, basically everything. Full count pitch here, swinging and a miss. Yatchek goes down. First strikeout for Garrett Martin this season. He got 3 soft hit balls to get out of the first. Starts the second with a strikeout. And will now deal with Lucas White, the first baseman. Another left-handed hitter, the 4th lefty in 5 batters for Traverse City, using the scouting report of a right-handed pitcher, trying to take advantage with the matchups. White, a senior from Doane University, fouls that one straight back to the screen. That one grounded right side. Backhanded stab by the first baseman. Gerbansky flips to first, and Martin had to find the bag, but he did, and it is 2 up, 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down in the inning. 5 up, 5 down for the game. Here comes Alec Atkinson, the center fielder from Yale, a sophomore, playing in the Ivy League. Takes a first pitch ball from Martin. Didn't have too bad of a season, where he played a lot of games. Shoots that one just foul down the left field line. Had extra bases written all over it if it was fair, just about a foot or 2 outside of the bag. Played in 36 games for the Bulldogs and put up a .241 average. 1-1 pitch. Breaks low out of the zone. And a hitter's count for Atkinson. Looking to be the first pit spitter to reach base this year. 2-1. Martin deals. Atkinson in the air to center field. Fairly far back. Not enough, as Rafael Gomez Jr. will put it away. And 6 up, 6 down. Martin has retired everyone he's faced thus far. And on to the bottom of the second we go. So the pit spitters go down in order again. And after a 3-hit inning in the first, we'll see how the Battle Jacks answer in the bottom half of the second when we come back on Pit Spitters Radio. Bottom of the second here. Pit Spitters down 1-0 to the Battle Jacks. Last season, the Pit Spitters saw a lot of success against the Bombers as they won 8 of the 12 games they played, including a span of 4 games in 3 days in Traverse City, Michigan, where they put up 47 runs in a 4-game sweep. But these Battlejacks are not the Bombers of last year. 3 hits in the first inning and a run on the board against what many may have considered to be Traverse City's ace last season, Aaron Gustafson. First pitch ball down low to Raphael Gomez Jr. Made the catch in center to end the top half. Leads off in the bottom half from Middle Georgia State. Raphael Gomez Jr. is a junior at Mid Georgia State. 1-1. Fouls it straight back and out of play off of one of the press box windows next door. The center fielder down in the count 1-2. Raphael Gomez Jr. teammates with Garrett Martin at Middle Georgia. 2-2 pitch coming here, trying to reach base to start the inning. Goose into the windup, fires, fastball popped up left side. Playable. Yatchek over, calls off Trafficante, makes the catch for out number 1. A lot of balls being put in the air so far. Wind is blowing out here at C.O. Brown Stadium, so if a player gets one up in the air with enough juice, the wind may help push it out, and that might be on the mind of some players, as there have already been a good amount of fly ball outs. James Kanar, junior from McPherson College, will standing. The 8-hole hitter playing second base for the Battlejacks takes a first pitch breaking ball for strike number 1. Kanar, a Bulldog at McPherson College. Bat .345 this past season. What you'll see from a lot of these guys in summer ball put up some great averages at their college, and that's why they are playing in the Northwoods League. It is the biggest summer college baseball league in the country with 22 teams. Very prestigious league that has sent several players on to the major leagues. A couple pit spitters, as a matter of fact, in major league organizations. A couple players drafted or signed just last season. Swing and a miss. Goose looked like a changeup. Gets his second strikeout. Kanar goes down on strikes 2 away here. Evan Gates, who set a pit spitter record 8 saves last season, led the entire Northwoods League in saves before he was signed by the San Francisco Giants and left prematurely before the All-Star break. He was selected to the All-Star team, but obviously as he went pro, couldn't partake. First pitch strike in the zone from Goose to Fisher Pyatt, right-handed hitter from San Diego State. He's a redshirt sophomore. One of the biggest schools of any player on the field today. Another thing, you'll see a lot of NAIA, JUCO schools. The Northwoods League, a great representation of all leagues in college baseball, and sometimes you'll see that the players from smaller schools are just as, if not more talented than players at Division I. Played 2, and we're on to the third inning here in Battle Creek. The Battle Jacks lead 1-0. Battle Jacks got out to a quick lead with 3 hits in the first. It was a double by Patrick Mills, who scored on the very next pitch, a single up the middle by Joey Gerbansky, and then another single. But Aaron Gustafson would stray in 2, and after that, a 1-2-3 second with a pair of strikeouts. On the other side, Garrett Martin, the Battle Creek starter, has retired all 6 pit spitters he's faced thus far. He's done it with only 1 strikeout, but he has not allowed many hard hit balls, if any. Lucas White had a pretty sharp hit ground ball to first. Other than that, though, he's induced some pretty weak contact, nothing to really look at. Bottom of the order will look to change that. And here's Camden Trafficante, almost an everyday starter last season for the Pit Spitters as they won the title. He played from game 1 all the way through the semifinals against the Madison Mallards, but he had to cut his season short and go back to Florida to rejoin the Stetson Hatters. Missed the championship game, but he got a ring nonetheless for his efforts all season. He's down 0-2. 2 fastballs, 1 looking, 1 swinging. Here's the 0-2 from Garrett Martin. And that ball hit well over the head of the second baseman, Kanar, in to right center field. And there is your first base hit of the 2022 season, courtesy of Camden Trafficante. The shortstop sat on an 0-2 pitch and hit it into right center. Nice line drive single to start his season. So now that he's aboard, that'll put Garrett Martin in the stretch, and we'll see if not pitching in the windup make him a little uncomfortable facing Dane Smits, another left-handed hitter. Second baseman from Aquinas College. Hard hit down the line and just foul past the first base bag. That's 2 balls now, 1 from Alec Atkinson last inning down the third baseline. That ball there, that if it was just a hair, couple inches more to one direction, would go for extra bases. Trafficante now back to first to reset on an 0-1 pitch. Gets a good lead. Stays put. The pitch is high outside. Almost looked like a pitch out. Josh Rebant, the field manager for the Traverse City Pit Spitters. Manager of the year in 2019 when they won it all. Won another title last year. He has a goal for a lot of stolen bases this year. And so far, no one going. Base hit, the diving Pyatt at third. Trafficante thought about taking third. He will stay put. Nice piece of hitting there by Smits. And we got runners on first and second now. Back-to-back singles to start the inning. Nobody out. And in comes the youngest player on the Traverse City roster, Brendan Summerhill, who is a graduating high school senior, an incoming freshman to Arizona to play for the Wildcats. Don't let his age fool you, though. What I've heard from talking to some players and Rebant himself, this kid has a crazy amount of talent. And he's ready to play against older players, guys with lots of college experience. I mean, he's facing one right now in Garrett Martin, who deals a fastball for a strike. Martin, a senior. So these guys 4 years apart, battling here. 1-1 the count with 2 on. Summerhill's only job, move some runners over in scoring position. Brother of Colin Summerhill, who played on a temporary contract last year in Traverse City and will be back this year. 1-1, pitch coming, deals. Summerhill hard hit to second, played on a hop, got one. On to first, though, is not in time. Summerhill's speedy. He will beat it out. Well, that's all you can ask for out of your player. Move a runner into scoring position. He does just that. It was a hard hit line drive. And if Kanar came on and caught the ball, he would have had Trafficante doubled off at second. He played it on a short hop, though. And because of that, a fly ball or a ground ball that doesn't lead to a double play will tie the ball game. Back to the top of the lineup, Evan Orzek will hit. The catcher from St. Xavier University grounded out softly to third his first time around. And this is where players will take off from first. Puts down a bunt. It's a beauty. It will score. Trafficante from third on to second base is Summerhill. A perfect safety squeeze bunt to tie the game at 1 apiece. Doesn't get any better than that. Orzek chose to stay away from a potential double play ball and just laid one down right back to the pitcher up the first baseline. A perfect squeeze bunt, and we're tied at 1. Now with Trey Truett up, he rips one into the gap, right center field. Moving over, not able to make the grab, is Gomez Jr. In to score. Brendan Summerhill, and the Pit Spitters trailed 1. Now they're up 1 on an RBI single from Trey Truett the third. It's the returning players getting it done for Traverse City. Trafficante starting the inning with a single. Truett singling to score a run there. 2-1 Traverse City as Jake Smallwood stands in, the designated hitter. He popped up to the third baseman his last time up. See if Truett takes second here. Not going here. First pitch on the outside corner, just off actually for ball 1. So Rebant wants to steal a lot of bases, more than he stole last year, and his team was second in the Northwoods League last year in stolen bases. No runners yet. Trey Truett, though, takes off. Throw is off the bag. Truett in safely at second base, and there's stolen base number 1 on the season for the Pit Spitters. Truett got a great jump. I think even if the throw was on line, he would have been safe. And now, with another runner in scoring position, with a great stolen base, Smallwood can increase the lead by another run here if he gets a base hit. And that's what Rebant wants to utilize the stolen bases for. He really trusts his team when it comes to stolen bases. I mean, he went through the signs at practice. And, of course, steal is one of the signs he gives, but he tells his guys, they have almost complete liberty when it comes to stealing bases. He wants his guys to feel like they are in control of their own game. I mean, he's only coaching them for a summer, and in that summer, though, he wants to make sure that all of his players get better. He teaches his players to play the game the right way, and he wants them to improve not only as ball players but as people. So he gives his players a lot of freedom, and in that freedom comes the green light when it comes to stealing second and third. Truett there steals second, so he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Smallwood. (1-0). The pitch is just high. Smallwood will take. I think the count actually is 2-1. Scoreboard having some problems. So a 2-1 pitch here to Smallwood. Truett leading from second is taken right down the middle for a strike. And if the scoreboard is correct, it is actually 3-1. So it looked like he was taken all the way there. .385 average for Jake Smallwood at the University of Montevallo. That pitch thought was a little high. Started to flip the bat towards the dugout. Actually did flip the bat, trying to take a walk. But it is called strike 2, so a full count now to Smallwood with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Pit Spitters lead 2-1 here. Truett, good lead off a second. With speed, will score on a hit. Payoff pitch from Martin Deals. Smallwood chopper to second. And the play will be made by Kanar. So Martin out of the inning, but the damage done. Pit Spitters on 3 hits reclaim the lead. It's 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third inning, and the Pit Spitters trying to defend their 2021 title, lead it after 2.5. On to the bottom of the third here in just a minute on Pit Spitter Radio. Back for the bottom of the third. The Pit Spitters lead this one 2-1. An RBI sacrifice bunt from Evan Orzek and an RBI single from Trey Truett. Pit Spitters went from down 1 to up 1, and Aaron Gustafson back to work against the top of the order. Robbie Merced, the shortstop, popped up in foul territory to the catcher in the first, and pops that one up on the infield as well. On the left side, the third baseman, Yatchek over, drifting, not able to make the play. It's off his glove, and into second base will be Merced on the error. It is a little windy here, and it looked like it may have affected Yatchek's ability to make the catch. He came in and was drifting a little bit to his left side, and it went off the edge of his glove. And because of that, the Battle Jacks have the tie and run immediately in scoring position. So Goose will have to work out of trouble here. He's facing Patrick Mills, who doubled off of him in the first. First pitch swinging, fouls it off the right side. Mills doubled into the right center field gap and then came around to score on the RBI single by Joey Gerbansky. Now he has a chance for his own RBI here. Pitch is fastball in the zone for strike 2. Two-strike pitch, runner leading from the second. Goose looking him back, deals. Little chopper back to the mound. Runner will take third. Goose, though, will get the out at first. It's a productive out by Mills, advancing that tying run over to third. So now with Joey Gerbansky up at the plate, all he has to do is either put a ball on the ground or get one deep enough into the outfield, and this game will be tied. Gerbansky singled up the middle on the first pitch he saw from Goose in the first, and no chance to do the same here as Goose threw that first pitch ball outside. Gerbansky jumped on a fastball his last at-bat, so Goose went with the off-speed. There's a fastball, a little outside. Tying run on third, one away. First baseman Gerbansky at the plate looking for RBI number 2, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. He was looking for a 2-0 fastball. Looked like Goose gave him the slow changeup, and he was way out in front. So 2-1, still a hitter's count, though. It's a fastball count. Goose does not throw a fastball. Might have been another changeup. It's fouled straight back, foul tipped. And from 2-0, Gustafson battles back, makes it 2-2. So he has a pitch to work with here if he wants to try and get a chase for a strikeout. Doesn't have to come at Gerbansky here. 2-2 pitch. Gustafson will fire, and he does just that. It's a breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Gerbansky on the drop third strike will go to first. He's going to try to get to second, and on a strikeout swinging, Joey Gerbansky will make it all the way to second base as that one got away from Orzek. So a strikeout, E2 on the drop third strike. Gerbansky to second base. So now it'll be Aaron Dolney, the catcher, left-handed hitter, with a chance to give his team the lead here on a base hit. Well, Gustafson got exactly what he needed there. A swinging strikeout, but it kicked away from Orzek all the way to the Battle Jacks dugout. And Gerbansky, hustling all the way out of the box, took second. Breaking ball in for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. 1-1 to the left-handed catcher from Eastern Michigan. That ball ripped down the line, and it's fair into the corner. Truett will cut it off. A chance at second. And in safely on an RBI double is Aaron Dolney. An unearned run to Gustafson because of the drop third strike, but nonetheless, it is a run, and the Battle Jacks back on top themselves. So the Pittsbitters came back and scored 2 runs in the top half. The Battle Jacks answer with 2 of their own immediately in the bottom half. They're back on top by 1, 3-2. Hancock the batter now after the Aaron Dolney RBI double. Hancock singled in his first trip. Big swing and a miss to start this at-bat. Gustafson already with 3 runs given up, only 2 of them earned so far. Oh-1, leaning from second. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Orzek. He will keep that one from skipping away. Hancock with a single the other way through the first and second baseman. 1-1, ripped to second. Nice play by Smits on to first in time for the out. The runner Dolney will advance to third on the ground ball out. Hard hit ball and a backhand play by Smits. Get Hancock. And Goose is not away from getting out of this jam. Gustafson last year had a 1.84 ERA with the Pittsbitters in the summer season in 5 games. As he deals a first pitch swing and strike to Isaiah Gibbs, who he struck out in the first. Goose gave up multiple earned runs just 2 times in 6 total games that he pitched in last summer. And the last time he did it was against the Kokomo Jackrabbits in the postseason the game that Traverse City would win to punch their ticket to the semis. 1-1 the count to Gibbs. The pitch is low inside, and 2-1 hitters count coming for Gibbs. Two one count. Big swing popped up on the infield. It should end the inning. Calling off the second baseman Smits. Gustafson was looking like he was going to make the catch on it, but Smits charges in from second to make the play. Inning over, but 2 runs on the board for the Battle Jacks. They answered the call after they went down 1. They scored 2, and they're back up by 1. As we go to the 4th inning, we're a third of the way through here in Battle Creek. Be right back on Pittsburgh Radio. On to the 4th here in Battle Creek. The Battle Jacks on top with 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, answered the 2 runs that Traverse City scored in the top of the 3rd. And right away, Hayden Yatchek, who committed the error at third base that allowed that tying run to reach and then later score, tried to check his swing on the first pitch from Garrett Martin and tipped it back to the pitcher. So 1 pitch, 1 very quick out as Lucas White stands in, the first baseman, who grounded out pretty sharply to Battle Creek's first baseman in his first trip. He takes 2 quick called strikes. He's down 0-2 and will have to protect. Martin pitching very quickly here as soon as he throws a pitch, gets right back on the mound and is ready to go. And 3 pitches, 3 strikes to Lucas White. That at-bat lasted maybe 20 seconds. Garrett Martin so fast on the bump, just pitched, got it back, right back on the mound, ready to go, and he threw 3 straight strikes at record pace. So 2 outs to start. Here's Alec Atkinson, who flew out to center field in his first at-bat in the 2nd. Atkinson from the Ivy League, a Yale Bulldog, takes an off-speed outside. It's 1-1. The first pitch was an off-speed for a strike. Martin, again, just working so fast. 1-1 pitch to Atkinson is taken for strike 2, and it's 1-2. Gets the ball back, right back on the hill, ready to go. And the 1-2 is taken low in the dirt. So far, Martin controlling the pace of this game, making the hitters uncomfortable getting ready so fast as he deals a 2-2 low, so the count will run full to Atkinson. Not really getting the hitter a chance to be ready, or at least he's telling them they better get ready quickly as he's ready for the 3-2. And inside, so Alec Atkinson will work a 2-out walk. Down to first he goes. The first walk issued by Garrett Martin. And the Pit Spitters, as a ball club last year, worked a record amount of walks. They finished second in the all-time record books in walks as Atkinson takes off. Throw down to second is not in time. Almost got away into the outfield, but backing it up is the second baseman, Kanar. So Atkinson steals second. Again, a 2-out stolen base. And that's how deadly Traverse City can be with the speed. They can turn a walk into a double, basically. And Trafficante here can tie it up once again with a base knock. Pitch was taken, I believe, for a strike. Last season, Traverse City walked 416 times as a team, second all-time behind the Waterloo Bucks in 2019 when they walked 418 times. So they were 2 walks short of the record. Pretty impressive when you consider they missed a couple games canceled due to weather. So 1-1 the count to Trafficante, who singled in the third and came around to score the first run for the Pit Spitters with Atkinson on second. The pitch is taken just outside for a ball. Traverse City trying to make Garrett Martin and the Battle Jacks pay for the 2-out walk, then the stolen base. Traff ready for the pitch here. Deals and fouls it out of play. And now we'll have to protect the plate with 2 strikes. Traverse City walked 416 times. They also stole 179 bags. That's 5th most all-time in the Northwoods League. Looking to break that record this year. Already have 2. The 2-2 pitch to Trafficante is ripped hard to right field, but it's right at the right fielder, Gibbs, and the inning is over. But a hard hit ball by Trafficante. I'm sure he'll take that most days of the week. We go to the bottom of the 4th now as Martin works around the 2-out walk and stolen base. It's bottom of the order up for the Battle Jacks, and we return on Pit Spitter Radio. Bottom of the 4th in Battle Creek. Battle Jacks back up to the plate, and Aaron Gustafson back on the mound for Traverse City. So in the first inning, Gustafson gave up an earned run, responded with a 1-2-3 in the second, allowed an earned run in the third, 1 unearned run on an error. We'll see how he responds here in the 4th. Same part of the lineup, 7, 8, 9 that he retired in order in the second, starting with Raphael Gomez Jr. Got Gomez to pop up to third base to Hayden Yatchek to begin the second. And to begin the 4th, he's ahead 2-0. 2-0 pitch from Gustafson is taken high, so it's 3-0. Well, Garrett Martin, the Battle Creek pitcher, didn't allow a walk until the 4th. And Goose, a ball away from allowing a walk in his 4th inning, and he will thought that was ball 4. I guess the count was 2-1, not 3-0. So the count now 3-1. Pitch to Gomez. Swing and a miss. The count will run full. So 3-2 to the Battle Creek center fielder, Raphael Gomez Jr. Payoff pitch coming. Gustafson deals. Fastball hit in the air to left center field. The center fielder Atkinson over and one away. He puts it away in center. So Gomez will start his season, his Battle Jack career, 0 for 2. Both outs in the air. Pop out on a fly out. Second baseman James Kanar, the hitter now. Gustafson got him swinging in the second. Put him down on strikes. We'll look for more success here. First pitch in this at-bat is taken high and outside for a ball. James Kanar in this past season, some of his season highs, he had 5 hits on March 5th against Kansas Wesleyan. 3 of those hits were doubles. A great hitting game that he had. Ended his season getting hits in 8 of his last 9 games, including 4 multiple hit games in his last 5. Fouls that breaking ball off of himself and is down 2 strikes. So he hit .345 for the season. There was a point where he had his average over 400. That was, of course, early going in the season, but he was at one point hitting .462 against Doane, where Traverse City first baseman Lucas White attended school. So those two have faced off against each other. He's also faced Central Methodist, the school where his shortstop, Robbie Merced, played ball. 2-2 here. Gustafson deals a breaking ball, and just making contact off the hands is Kanar to stay alive. So a decent amount of guys with experience against each other. McPherson College even played Middle Georgia State. 2-2 again. Ripped down the line. Foul out of play. That ball was smoked, but foul. So Gomez Jr. and Kanar, who are hitting 7 and 8, faced off not even that long ago in college ball, and their teammates now here in the summer. 2-2 again from Goose. Steals, and another foul ball. So staying alive is James Kanar. That game was played just 13 days ago on May 17th, where Kanar went 2 for 5. 0 for 1 here today, looking for his first hit. Has to battle again. He's fouled off a couple 2-strike pitches, looking for another 2-2. Gustafson deals and popped up on the infield. Second baseman calling him off, and Atkinson, the center fielder, will charge all the way in, calling off Dane Smits, who was backtracking into center. Outfielder doing his job, calling off the infielder. It's an easier catch to come in than to go back. So Alec Atkinson, the center fielder from Yale, with both outs so far in the 4th, and Goose an out away from retiring 7, 8, 9 in order for the second time. He struck out Fisher Pyatt looking to end the second. Got him on a curveball that started out of the zone and worked its way in for strike 3. First pitch ball outside to the third baseman from San Diego State. Second pitch a little high, 2-0 the count. Fisher Pyatt played in just 19 games for the Aztecs. Hits one to short. Trafficante fields across his body, fires. White can't pick it. It goes to the wall. Getting to second on the error is Pyatt. Not sure he would have been thrown out even with a throw on target. So I believe the official scoring will be a single and to second on an E6, which puts Pyatt at second with 2 outs now. That was a tough play for Trafficante. He had to field it and throw across his body on the run to get the out. No time to stop. It was a little up the line, and Lucas White couldn't pick it. So Insurance at second with 2 outs for the top of the order. Robbie Merced, who reached on an error his last time up, popped one up on the infield, and Yatchek wasn't able to handle it at third. Merced would come around to score the tying run on a drop third strike. Mound visit here for Traverse City. A quick conversation to Gustafson to try and calm him down. Calm the whole team down, actually, as there's already been a handful of errors committed by the Pit Spitter defense. Runner on second is Pyatt. Reached on a single and a throwing error by the shortstop, Trafficante. He's there with 2 outs. Top of the order, Merced the hitter. Gustafson set. And he deals the first pitch, a check swing strike on the outside corner. Merced looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2 today. The pitch is hit high in the air to center field. Atkinson taking a few steps back. He will camp under it and make the catch. So Atkinson will make all 3 outs out there in center field. Gustafson avoids the 2-out trouble, and we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. It is 3-2 in favor of the home team, Battle Creek Battle Jacks. We've played 4. We have 5 to go here. On to the 5th on Pit Spitter Radio. Welcome back. Top of the 5th inning here in Battle Creek. New pitcher on for the Battle Creek Battle Jacks. It is Jeremiah Newman. Newman is a redshirt freshman from Georgia State University, hometown Atlanta, Georgia. So no college numbers quite yet, but he'll get his first little taste of college action here. First pitch he throws in the Northwoods League is sent right back up the middle by Dane Smits. So Smits, the second baseman from Aquinas College, will start his pit spitter career 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Traverse City down by a run after 2 came across in the bottom of the third, looking to get those back here. Single by Smits brings in Brendan Summerhill, the recent high school graduate. University of Arizona commit. Gonna go play ball in the Pac-12 for the Wildcats, who just made a regional in the NCAA tournament. So they're getting a good ball player in Brendan Summerhill, who for his young age has a lot of talent. Newman deals. Summerhill fouls it right back to the screen. Summerhill, a hard hit, line drive his first at bat. One-hopped it to the second baseman, Kanar, and was able to beat out a double play, which was big because the next batter, Orzek, was able to bunt a sacrifice, got thrown out, but scored the tying run. 0-2 the count to Summerhill. Breaking ball, Newman may have slipped out of his hand. That one came across well high. So Summerhill reached on the fielder's choice, and after he got to second on the bump by Orzek, he scored on the RBI single from Trey Truett that gave them a 2-1 lead at the time. Looking for his first hit here. 1-2 the count. Newman will fire a fastball, and it's fouled back again by Summerhill. So as I mentioned, Summerhill just a recent high school graduate, but quite a season he had. Hit .541 with 10 home runs and 43 RBIs his senior season of high school. A very good hitter. Looking for a hit here. 1-2, Newman deals. That ball hit high, deep to right field at the warning track, and it is caught. Summerhill just missed a go-ahead home run there, and heads up base running, getting to second base, Dane Smits, who tagged up on that deep fly ball. Brendan Summerhill just mere feet away from a 2-run shot. A Traverse City team that doesn't normally hit the long ball, and that in large part due to their home field of Turtle Creek Stadium. The ball doesn't fly there. It does fly, however, on the road, and he just missed one there. So back to the top of the order, Evan Orzek, the catcher, the hitter, who didn't swing away his last at-bat. He put a perfect safety squeeze bunt down the first base side to score the tying run. But with only one away, runner in scoring position, he will be swinging away here. Summerhill off the bat thought it was routine, but it just kept going and then died at the warning track in right field. Orzek takes that one just high, so it's 2-0. Gets himself into a good hitter's count. I mentioned the power for Brendan Summerhill. He did hit 10 homers this season in high school with 11 doubles, so a lot of power, a lot of extra base hits for Summerhill. Needed to get that one. He just needed to get a little more on top of that one to push it out of here. Orzek had himself a season of his own. As that ball in the dirt got away, Smits thought about going to third. He held up wisely as it didn't get that far away from the catcher, Aaron Dolney. So he'll stay at second, but a 3-0 count to Orzek. Most likely taking all the way here to try and get a one-out walk. Unless Rebank gives him the green light. If it's a fastball down the middle, we'll see here as Jeremiah Newman fires high and outside. It is a 4-pitch walk issued. Down to first base goes Orzek. So now a couple things in play. A ground ball could end the inning, but with Trey Truett at the plate and his speed, it would be unlikely unless it was very hard hit right at a fielder. Truett singled his last time up to give the Pittsburghers at the time a lead, 2-1, and has a chance to tie it with a hit here. Singled over the second baseman back in the third. This is a guy who didn't get a home run last year, but he has home run pop. If he played a full season, maybe we would have seen a couple fly out here. But as he was just a temporary player, his chances were limited, especially playing a majority of those games in Traverse City at Turtle Creek where the wind is not cooperative. Only 5 home runs hit all season last year at Turtle Creek Stadium. 2 from visitors, 3 from the home team. 2-0 count to Truett here. Looking for a ball to hit. And that one is high as well. So another good hitter's count for a good hitter in Trey Truett, who goes with the classic no gloves at the plate. Bare hands, no batting gloves, just skin on bat. Don't see too much of that nowadays in baseball. Of course, it's a little different, with the grips nowadays, but Truett goes all classic. No grip on the bat. No gloves, just hand, skin contact on the bat, on the handle. For some hitters, it's just all about comfort, and that's the way they feel most comfortable. Truett here with an RBI single in the third, looking to do damage in the fifth. He's 1 for 2. Flew out in the first. Pitch coming from Newman. Inside, and it's 3-0 to Trey Truett. Now I mentioned with Orzek at the plate, he probably got, a take sign and don't swing at it. We'll see how it is for Truett, who has a big bat, a lot of power, or if he's going to take all the way and try to work a walk to load him up. Newman in trouble here. He will deal on 3-0 to Trey Truett. And nowhere close to the zone, another 4-pitch walk. Back-to-back 4-pitch walks issued by Jeremiah Newman. And he's in trouble here in the fifth. He recorded an out of Summerhill that almost left the ballpark. So his only out was a deep fly ball to right field that almost left the yard. A single led off the inning, and he's just issued back-to-back 4-pitch walks. 8 balls in a row. We'll see if Smallwood uses that and tries to take a strike first. Smallwood 0 for 2. First pitch inside, 9 straight balls now. Best chance for Traverse City here to try and tie the game or take the lead. A base hit could do it. Orzek on second, a catcher, so not the fastest runner. So we'll see. Smallwood 1-0. Pitch to the designated hitter is outside. 10 straight balls thrown now. This is where, as a hitter, you might be using this to your advantage. Make the guy throw you a strike. Make him come to you and prove that he can throw a strike, because that's 10 straight balls. He walked Orzek and Truett on 4 balls apiece. Last strike he threw was almost a home run to Brendan Summerhill. 2-0 to Smallwood, bases loaded, 1 out here in the fifth. Pitch from Newman. Huge swing by Jake Smallwood on a pitch that was up and in, might have even been a ball. Smallwood looking to clear the bases with 1 swing there. Instead, it's a swing and a miss, a strike, and 2-1 the count. Still a hitter's count, though, for him. Two-one pitch. That is high. So Jeremiah Newman on 3-1. He's already walked 2. He's a ball away from walking in the tying run. He gave up a first pitch single to Dane Smits, then a deep fly ball to the warning track, Brendan Summerhill, and then back-to-back 4-pitch walks to Evan Orzek and Trey Truett. It's a 3-1 count to Jake Smallwood here. See if he can throw a strike. Smallwood ready to hit. 3-1, deals in the zone and fouled away, out of play into the bleachers. So on 3-1, Smallwood was looking for a strike as Newman had to throw a strike, and he did. Smallwood was ready for it, but just fouled it off. He'll be ready here. Again, has to throw a strike on 3-2. Don't want to walk in the tie and run. Bases loaded, 3-2, 1 out. The pitch, Newman deals, and Smallwood swings and misses that one right there in the zone, but Smallwood comes up empty on it, and with 2 outs, he's an out away from getting out of this humongous jam in the 5th. First game of the season, you don't want to start a trend of leaving runners on base. Traverse City left a runner on base in the 3rd and the 4th. They have 3 on base here. Hayden Yatchek, the hitter. First pitch to him here is taken inside corner for strike 1. Hayden Yatchek struck out swinging in the 2nd. And in the 4th, he tried to check his swing, but inadvertently tipped the ball right back to the pitcher, Garrett Martin, who threw him out at first. So he's 0 for 2. A big spot here, though, to bounce back with the bases loaded. Newman deals. Yatchek, huge swing, fouls it straight back. And the count 0-2. Jeremiah Newman, despite a rocky start, is an out away from getting out of the inning here unscathed. Yatchek from Saginaw Valley State, who hit well over 300 in the summer, or in the spring, trying to start his summer with a good game. 0 for 2, looking for something big here. The pitch is in the dirt, gets away. Here comes the runner from 3rd, and in to score is Dane Smits. And we are now tied at 3 apiece. So a wild pitch from Jeremiah Newman as he was 1 pitch away from getting out of trouble. Spikes one in the dirt and not able to corral it was Aaron Dolney. So the game's tied at 3. And now a base hit can give the Pittsburghers potentially a 2-run lead with Truett's speed at 2nd. 1-2 the count, a strike away from ending the inning. Newman fires in the dirt again. That time Dolney able to knock it down and keep it in front. It holds Evan Orzek up at 3rd. So the situation is as follows. 2 walks in the inning and a single loaded them. A wild pitch brought in the tying run, so Evan Orzek's at 3rd, Trey Truett's at 2nd. Hayden Yatchek at the plate, looking at a 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Jeremiah Newman deals, and Yatchek stays alive with a foul back to the screen. Dane Smits led off the inning with a single. Summerhill flew out to right, and then back-to-back walks to Orzek and Truett. Jake Smallwood struck out swinging for out number 2. And looking to get out of it on a 2-2 pitch here is Jeremiah Newman. He deals to Yatchek. Outside in the dirt. Good discipline by Yatchek to lay off with the breaking ball, and the count will go full once again. He had a full count to the last batter, Jake Smallwood, and threw a fastball right in the zone, and Smallwood just came up empty on it. We'll see if he threatens Hayden Yatchek with a fastball in the zone. Payoff 3-2. He does, and Yatchek goes down swinging. So Jeremiah Newman got himself into a lot of trouble loading the bases, and the only problem he had was throwing 1 ball too far in the dirt, kicked away, allowed the Pittsburghers to tie the game, but great pitching to get out of the jam as the Pittsburghers tie it up at 3, but they leave 2 on as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-3 ball game here in Battle Creek on Pit Spitter Radio. Back to the action here in Battle Creek. We're halfway through a 9-inning ball game. Pittsburgh's tied it up in the top half, but they left some runs out there as Jeremiah Newman, the new pitcher, gave up a hit, a couple walks to load the bases, and their only run came across on a wild pitch. So they left a couple runs out as Jeremiah Newman struck out Smallwood and Yatchek to get out of trouble. But the game tied nonetheless. Here in the fifth, Patrick Mills will lead off, the junior from IU Kokomo. He's 1 for 2 against Aaron Gustafson so far. He doubled in the first and came around to score the opening run of the 2022 season for the Battle Jacks, and he chopped back to the mound his last time up. 1-1 pitch outside, Gustafson wide on that pitch. So far, Goose through 4 innings. He's thrown 71 pitches and given up 4 hits. That one upstairs, so it's 3-1 to the lefty Patrick Mills. Lefty-lefty matchup. Goose looking to start the inning with an out. Mills trying to start the inning on base. Swings through the 3-1, so the count goes to 3-2. 3-2 pitch coming to Mills from Gustafson. He fires, breaking ball, hit to first, knocked down by White, flip to Goose, and Goose able just in time to get to the bag, beat the runner for out number 1. That was a very close play at first as Gustafson almost couldn't find first base, was kind of shuffling the feet to step on it, and just beat Patrick Mills to the bag for out number 1. Brings in Joey Gerbansky. He's reached baseball times, but has only gotten a hit once. That was back in the first. RBI single, reached on a drop third strike in the third and would score the go-ahead run. That was before the Pittsburghers just tied in the top half. Sharp hit ball to third, 1 hop off the glove of Yatchek into left field. That's going to be base hit number 2 for Joey Gerbansky, and he's 3 for 3 and getting on base. Second time now in the first, and that at bat, he swung at the first pitch, got a fastball, and hit it hard. That one through the left side. Hayden Yatchek had a play on it, but it was just off the end of his glove. So a 1-out base runner for the Battle Jacks. Brings in Aaron Dolney, who doubled home that go-ahead run Gerbansky in the third. Makes him 1 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice as well in the first, so he's been on base both times. Ground ball could end the inning here for Goose. 0-1. Pitch coming. And off the end of the bat, foul down the third baseline. Warming up in the bullpen is a Traverse City Pittsburgher. Looks to be Joe Horosco. Just what it looks like from up here in the booth. We'll confirm later. 0-2 the count to Dolney. Goose looking for a punch out here. Throws it outside, ball. No strikeouts for Goose since the second inning when he struck out back-to-back hitters to end the second. Went through the third and fourth without a punch out. Looking for one here. 1-2 in a lefty-lefty battle. The pitch is popped up, shallow behind short. Tough play coming on the left fielder, and the catch is made out there by Brendan Summerhill. Hat flew off his head as he makes the catch. Running in from left field as Trafficante was running out from shortstop. And the left fielder called him off, made the catch. 2 away here for Billy Hancock, the designated hitter. Hancock 1 for 2 in the game, singled in the first. Grounded out to second his last time up. Both of his hits have gone to the right side of the infield. The first one got through. The second one was snagged at second by Dane Smits. looking to get a little 2-out spark here with the runner on first. Big swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikes on the outside part of the plate. Both Hancock has swung right through, the junior from Mount Marty. Strike away from getting out of the 5th inning. Getting this game to the 6th. Gustafson deals high for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Gustafson looking to get out of trouble here. 1-2, deals. Down in the dirt, blocked by Orzek. A nice play there. Gustafson's line so far, 4 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, only 2 earned, and 4 strikeouts. Trying to make it an even 5 innings pitched with 5 Ks here. 2-2 the count. And the pitch to Hancock is hit into right. Truett going back and will make a running catch just short of the warning track for out number 3. So no damage done as Gerbansky singled. Goose leaves him on base. We'll go to the 6th inning. Game tied at 3 apiece through 5 here in Battle Creek, Michigan. You're listening to Pit Spitter Radio. All right, back here in Battle Creek as Jeremiah Newman ends his relief with that 1-inning pitch. Nathan Ross, a freshman from Kellogg Community College, will be the new arm, a right-hander from Kellogg, who logged 38 innings this past season, a 2.84 ERA, finished with a 3.0 record. In relief here to pitch the 6th against the middle part of the lineup, Lucas White, first baseman, 0 for 2 so far. Both those at-bats against Garrett Martin. Looking for success against Ross here. Checks the swing, and quickly it's 3-0. Nathan Ross, a usually very accurate pitcher, 50 strikeouts, only 17 walks in his 21 appearances, so commands the strike zone. But it's 3-0 here to Lucas White. Taking all the way is White as Ross throws one right down the middle for strike 1. White with a ground out and a strikeout so far on the ledger. Hitters count here 3-1. Got a pitch to hit. Fouls it out of play on the left side, and the count goes from 3-0 to 3-2 full. White trying to set the table here for the bottom part of the lineup and get the pit spitters the lead back as we're tied at 3. 1 run for the Battle Jacks in the first, 2 for each team in the third, and 1 in the fifth for Traverse City. 3-2 pitch coming. Ross deals, and White takes it. Looks like it's just high for ball 4. Another walk issued. That's 3 walks, or 4 walks on the day so far for the pit spitters. Just scratch that, not just 1. No walks issued by Gustafson. So the pit spitters trying to convert these free base runners into runs as Alec Atkinson steps to the plate. First pitch swinging and fouls it straight back. Atkinson walked himself in the 4th, stole second to set up a runner in scoring position scenario, but was left stranded as Trafficante lined out sharply to right to end the inning. So he starts his season 0 for 1, fly out and a walk. With White leading from first. A little changeup in the zone, strike 2 to Atkinson. The sophomore from Yale will have to battle now at the plate. 0-2 the count. Ross looking for out number 1. Fires. Breaking ball just off the plate. Good discipline there from Atkinson to lay off that pitch. 1-2 coming. White off of first. And another breaking ball high. Ball 2. Count evens at 2-2. Gustafson pitched 5 innings. If he is out of the game like I believe he is, and the decision will be up to the relief pitchers here. 2-2 coming to Atkinson and stays alive. Both starters should be out of the game as Gustafson pretty much did his job. He's already at 84 pitches in the first outing of the year. You don't want to go too much. So the relievers the rest of the way. 2-2 again to Atkinson. Breaking ball in the zone. Popped up on the left side into shallow left field. Backtracking and making the catch is Robbie Merced for out number 1. So Atkinson 0 for 2 with a walk to start his season. Brings in Camden Trafficante, who's 1 for 2. He singled in the third, came around to score, and lined out sharply to right field his last time up. A hard hit line drive, but right at the right fielder, Isaiah Gibbs. First pitch swinging, and he fouls it right back off himself at the plate for strike 1. Traff had a good amount of extra base hits last season, couple home runs in his summer in Traverse City, trying to run it back, improve the stats before he returns to Stetson. Takes one low and away. Starting with a single and then a hard hit liner is a good way to kick off the 2022 campaign. Looking for another hard hit ball here with the runner on first. 1-1 the count. Ross will fire outside, ball 2. Trafficante at Stetson this past year had career highs in almost every category, hit 266 in 44 games played. 1 long ball for the Hatters. Inside there, it's 3-1, so maybe he'll get a good pitch to hit here. With the average under 300, he brought the on-base percentage over 400 at 417, an OPS of 730 on the year. 3-1 hitters count for Traff. And the pitch from Ross is high. Trafficante will work himself a walk, so 2 walks now issued in the inning. The leadoff walk to Lucas White, the 1-out walk to Trafficante, and Dane Smits, who's already 2 for 2, has some runners out there trying to make something happen. He singled in the third, singled in the 5th, scored on a wild pitch to tie the game in that 5th inning. Sophomore from Aquinas College taking no time to get himself into the Traverse City books here. Batting 1,000 early on the season. That pitch came inside, almost hit him. Able to avoid it. If you're Ross, you got a guy who's already got 2 hits off of 2 different pitchers here, so he's looking to go 3 for 3 on 3 different arms. Maybe pitch a little more carefully around him with the young high school senior on deck. Just try not to let Smits beat you here. That bat flying out of the hands of Smits. Might need to get some more pine tar on that thing. Swing and a miss, and the bat went flying towards the Battle Jacks dugout. And it looks like, yes, indeed, Smits is going to get a little bit of pine tar on the bat to grip a little better. Thought it was a broken bat at first, but it was just the entire bat went flying out of Smits' hands on the swing and miss. So the second baseman, 2 for 2. A 1-1 pitch coming, trying to give his team the lead back. In a 3-3 tie, runner on second and first, 1 away. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Another fastball on the inside part of the plate. A same pitch that Smits was taking to right field back in the third and in the fifth, both his hits. Now has to protect with 2 strikes. White leading off a second, Trafficante off a first. The pitch from Ross is fouled away. Just got a piece back to the screen to stay alive. Dane Smits at Aquinas hit .386 this past season after hitting only .258 in 2021, a huge jump in his numbers as he totally changed his game. And it's not just a matter if he played more. He played 5 more games this year, 50 compared to 45 last year. Just all around had such a great turnaround season. Looking to continue here, the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Chased one low. And now Ross, with his first strikeout, is an out away from getting out of the jam. He walked both runners on base here. Only 1 ball put in play. That was Atkinson's pop out to the shortstop. 2 walks and a strikeout. High school senior Brendan Summerhill up with 2 on and 2 outs. First pitch swinging, line to left center field, down for a hit. Lucas White will come in to score. Trafficante will take third. Big hit there for the high school senior Brendan Summerhill, and the Pit Spitters are right back on top. I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. Just because he's the youngest kid on the team does not mean a thing. He has a lot of talent, has as much, if not more talent than other guys in this league. And you see it there. A opposite field line drive single in the left center, give his team the lead here in Battle Creek. So 4-3 the lead now. And Summerhill a threat to run over at first. He will take off. And that through the right side, past a diving second baseman. Orzek with an RBI single, and it is now 5-3 Traverse City. Summerhill took off. Orzek went after it. A little hit and run at Magic there. A base hit through the right side. A Herculean effort by James Kanar. Couldn't reach it, though. It got through. And back-to-back pitches result in back-to-back RBI singles for the Pit Spitters as they lead things 5-3 with Trey Truett coming up now. And now Orzek trying for second, and he'll just get in there without a throw. So a couple runners now in position for Trey Truett to do some damage. Base hit could score 2 here. Truett already has an RBI single. Did so back in the third. 1-0 pitch here. In the dirt, ball 2. So now he's got himself a hitter's count. See what he can do here if he gets a 2-0 fastball. Like I said, he's got a lot of pop. Don't be surprised if he gets a pitch to hit here. He sends it on a ride somewhere. Oh, got one there. But he'll take it for strike 1. That was a fastball in the zone. Maybe wanted to just see a strike before jumping on it. So the count 2-1, still a hitter's count for Truett, the redshirt freshman from North Carolina State. That one low. So with a 3-1 count here, the odds ever increase for a big hit from Trey Truett. It's a fastball count. He's a good fastball hitter with 2 on and 2 outs. Top of the 6, 5-3. 2 already across and 2 on base. The pitch to Trey. Oh, went with the breaking ball, and he got the outside corner with it, so the count will run full. A very daring pitch on 3-1. Full count, 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch to Truett. And good take. He'll take it down low. Ross tried to double up on breaking balls there and didn't get it. He missed low. 3 walks now in the inning for Ross, combined with the 2 hits he's given up and the 2 RBIs. Bases are loaded here for Jake Smallwood. 30-pitch inning so far for Nathan Ross. This coming after a 27-pitch inning for Jeremiah Newman. And here comes a mound visit for the Battle Jacks. See if it's a pitching change or just a conversation. Traverse City doing again what they did last year, working walks. Like I said, 416 walks last year in a 72-game season. That is a lot of free passes. They already have 6 here on opening day. 1 from Garrett Martin, 2 last inning from Jeremiah Newman, 3 so far this inning from Nathan Ross. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. And while the mound visit's going on, let's recap how we got here. It was a leadoff walk to Lucas White, and then a pop-up from Alec Atkinson, a walk to Camden Trafficante, put runners on first and second. After a strikeout to Dane Smits, the Pittsburghers turned it on with 2 outs. Brendan Summerhill, RBI single to left center field, going the other way with it. He brought home Lucas White. The very next pitch, Evan Orzek singled to the right side to bring home Camden Trafficante. And then Trey Truett just walked to load the bases. So the bases are loaded, 2 outs for Jake Smallwood, who struck out with the bases loaded last inning, trying to get some revenge here. Doesn't want to come up empty-handed 2 at-bats in a row, let alone 2 innings in a row. He was up in the 5th with bases loaded, struck out. Up with bases loaded in the 6th, looking to do damage. The pitch is chopped fouled away. He was way ahead of that pitch. Looked like it may have been a change-up, and he was sitting fastball. 1-1 the count to the designated hitter from Decatur, Alabama. 0 for 3 to start his season. Another left-handed hitter for Traverse City. Battle Creek, not a lot of left-handed pitchers to combat the lineup. 1-1 pitch, Ross deals, and Smallwood swing and a miss there. Smallwood, all 3 strikes he saw last at bat were swinging strikes, and he swung through 2 here. Ross trying to get out of the bases loaded jam. The 1-2 pitch coming to Smallwood, and he takes strike 3 on the outside corner. Ross got him looking, but once again, damage done for the Pittsburghers. They scored 2 runs on an RBI single from Brendan Summerhill and an RBI single from Evan Orzek, but they leave him loaded and strand the bases loaded. On to the bottom of the 6th, Pittsburghers back on top by a score of 5-3. New pitcher will take over to protect the lead when we come back on Pittsburgh Radio. Bottom of the 6th inning here. A new arm for Traverse City. Aaron Gustafson went 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those were earned. 4 strikeouts and no walks. The new pitcher on for the Pit Spitters is Joe Horosco, who was a force for Traverse City last year, a mainstay out of the bullpen, who got a lot of innings and most notably pitched a masterful, complete game victory against the Madison Mallards in the semifinals to send this team to the championship game in St. Cloud. Pop-up foul grounds, Lucas White drifting over in foul territory will make the catch, and Isaiah Gibbs is gone on 3 pitches. 1 out for Horosco. Horosco, a 6'3", 190 junior from Wittenberg. Deals that one high. Up now, Raphael Gomez Jr. Hard hit to short. Trafficante will play it on a hop. Throw across the diamond just in the nick of time to get Gomez Jr. hustling to first. Fans disapproving of the call, but it looked like he was definitely out. Trafficante's throw just beat him there. So Horosco, 2 up and 2 down to start the inning. Horosco from Seven Hills, Ohio, plays his ball at Wittenberg. Can be a starter for the Pit Spitters, and he very well may start later on this year. But first game of the season, just want to get some guys some innings. So may see him go 1 or 2 innings to get some pitches and then get a new arm. He pitched 54 innings this past season, struck out 43 batters, had a 4.3 record with a save. That fly ball to right should end it. Truett towards the foul line will make the grab. 1-2-3 frame for Joe Horosco out of the bottom of the 6th rather quickly, and we'll go to the 7th. 3 innings left to play here on this opening day matchup between Traverse City and Battle Creek. And we'll be back for the 7th inning in just a second here on Pit Spitters Radio. Top of the 7th here. It's 4-5-6 for the Pit Spitters Hayden Yatchek will lead things off. First pitch in for a strike. Still on the mound for the Battle Jacks is Nathan Ross. Continuing to pitch after giving up a pair of hits, 3 walks, and 2 runs last inning. But he did get a pair of strikeouts as well. Quickly had 0-2 against Yatchek here. Up the middle on a hop. Backhand play made at second by Kanar. And Hayden Yatchek, inches away from his first base hit of the season, will get robbed instead for a leadoff ground out. So Hayden Yatchek will go 0 for 4 to start the game. Might have another chance in the 9th. We'll see later. And that brings in Lucas White, who started last inning. Led off with a single, or scratch that, a walk, and then came around to score. See if he gets a chance to swing the bat here against Ross. Not on that pitch. It's a ball outside. Nathan Ross, an 11.84 strikeout per 9 rating this past season at Kellogg Community College. Was a late reliever, had 3 wins, no losses, 7 saves, and 21 appearances, pitched 38 innings. A good ERA of 2.84. Not the case so far here, though, as he allowed 2 runs last inning on 2 hits and 3 walks. Got a ground out to start the inning here from Yatchek, and 2-1 the count to Lucas White. Big hack as he missed the 2-0 fastball. The 2-1 pitch coming here from Ross, the Battle Jack reliever. Breaking ball outside corner for strike 2. That pitch has been working for him so far. Same pitch he threw on 3-1 to Trey Truett to work the count full before he lost him last inning. 2-2, and White just kind of tossed the bat out at it, is able to foul tip it and stay alive. May have been a strike on the corner, which is why he had to protect. 2-2 again with 1 out. We'll run it back, and the pitch from Nathan Ross. Breaking ball that White fouls out of play off the left side into the seats. Lefty shift on for Lucas White. Second baseman well in the outfield as the 2-2 comes here. Breaking ball fouled off again. White putting together a good at-bat, continuing to stay alive. Just doing his best to foul off pitches until he gets something he can handle, try to drive it somewhere. Another 2-2 coming. Ross leg kick fires, and a swing and a miss. White got a fastball, but wasn't able to get bat on ball, a strikeout. 3rd strikeout for Nathan Ross. 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th. That brings in the Yale sophomore, Alec Atkinson, who is 0 for 2 with a walk so far today. Popped up his last at-bat against Ross to the shortstop. First pitch swinging here. Hard hit ball, but foul down the right side. Atkinson, a utility player, can play infield and outfield for Josh Reband's club. Playing outfield today because of the limited Traverse City Pittsburgh position players. Traverse City has 7 players that will not join the team for an undetermined period of time because they're playing in NCAA regionals. And if they go on to super regionals, then they could be gone even longer. 0-2 here to Atkinson. Ross deals, and Atkinson stays alive on a foul ball out of play. The Wofford Terriers, though, did not make a regional, as a lot of people expected to, so 3 players will be joining the club sooner than expected pretty shortly. Might be here for the home series on Friday as Atkinson hits a grounder to the left side, a backhand attempt by Merced, but he can't make the play. It was a tough play to make on the backhand, and Atkinson will reach with a 2-out single.
Up next to Traverse City, the shortstop, Camden Trafficante.
So Josh Reband, upon hearing that Wofford did not make a regional, was actually quite surprised, but I'm certain also slightly relieved that he will have a couple more of his players available much earlier than he had anticipated. Atkinson off and running. The throw down to second will get him in plenty of time. No, they say maybe he missed the tag. I'm not sure. That throw was there in plenty of time. Umpire ruled him safe. I'm not sure what the call is. Atkinson looked like he was gunned down. The shortstop, Robbie Merced, definitely thought he had him. He flipped the ball away. Atkinson, I'm surprised he didn't get up and go to third. And there will be a conversation between the manager here and the umpire. Tough to tell from the view in the press box. I'm not sure if the call was just the umpire thought he missed the tag. I'm not 100% certain. Merced, after thinking he tagged him in the inning, flipped it to his second baseman, Kanar. And I don't think Kanar was ready for the flip, so went into center field. And Atkinson maybe didn't notice, or maybe he thought he was out, so he just stayed put at second. That, though, is a runner in scoring position for Camden Trafficante. Let's see if he can make the Battle Jacks pay here with 2 outs. Ball in the dirt. The first pitch was taken for a strike. That one low, so it's 1-1. Traff is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk, and he scored 2 runs. A hard hit line out was his third at bat. Looking for a base hit here to add 1 to the lead. That one low, ball 2. 2-1 the count here. So O'Kelly McWilliams, who was on the team last year, and a pair of outfielders, Marshall Toole and Brennan Durgy, will join the team fairly shortly when they arrange flights. Those 3 Wofford Terriers who did not make a regional, even though many thought they would. Josh Riemann already had them penciled in. So they'll be arriving very shortly to the team to reinforce the position players. Traff to second on a hop, Kanar, and that will end the inning. So the stolen base, not a stolen base controversy will not come back to bite the Battle Jacks. They get out of the inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. After the 7th inning stretch here, 5-3 the lead for the Pit Spitters here on Pit Spitter Radio. Back in the bottom of the 7th inning here on Pit Spitter Radio. 5-3 lead for the Pit Spitters on top of the Battle Creek Battle Jacks. It's 9 and then top as Joe Horosco will go back to work. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th and will look to continue in the 7th. Mentioned that gem that Horosco pitched last year that sent the Pit Spitters to the finals at home in Turtle Creek Stadium against the Mallards. He had a complete game, 9-inning performance with just 1 earned run, and that pushed his team to the finals. where they would beat the St. Cloud Rocks 9-3. That ball, a little jolt to center field. Alec Atkinson back at the track, at the wall, and that ball is out of here. The first home run of the season for either team. The first home run in the history of the Battle Creek Battle Jacks belongs to Fisher Pyatt. A solo home run, a big fly for Pyatt. The second hit for him today to go along with the single he had earlier. That ball, a wall scraper, but it did get out of here to right center field. Atkinson tried to track it down, but he couldn't get there. And the lead now cut to 1 with one swing of the bat. Now it's 5-4. Mentioning that game, Horosco, 9 innings, only allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, but like I said, only 1 was earned, and he struck out 4. That complete game sent the Pittsburghers to St. Cloud, where they would beat the Rocks 9-3 to capture quote-unquote back-to-back titles, as they won in 2019 and 21, but that 2020 year, because of COVID, was not a traditional season with the whole league. It was only played in certain regions. So back-to-back full season champions. And their title defense here. They're up 5-4 as Horosco gets a fly ball to left. Summerhill will race back and will make a running catch just shy of the warning track for out number 1. So Horosco, who had a 1-2-3 sixth on the first batter of the 7th, gives up a home run, but then gets a fly out to Robbie Merced. Ups now Patrick Mills, who's 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. First pitch to him, outside, away. 1-run game with just a couple innings left to be played here. 1-0 the count, and Horosco will deal a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the junior left-handed hitter from Indiana University in Kokomo. Mills, big swing and a miss. Cut right through that one. Horosco trying to limit the damage to just that 1 run here. Facing the top of the order now. Mills ready for the pitch. Hits that one to left. That's trouble. Summerhill over and will make a running catch just about 5, maybe 10 feet away from the foul line over there. That was trouble. Looking for extra bases was Mills, but Summerhill gets 2 straight outs in left, and Horosco an out away from ending the 7th. Joey Gerbansky, now the hitter, who had fair amount of success against Aaron Gustafson, a pair of hard base hits and a strikeout, although he reached on the strikeout as it kicked away from the catcher Orzek on a drop third strike. He got the second and then scored. Did not score, however, on his singles, but his single in the first was an RBI single. 0-1 the count to him. He's 2 for 3. That pitch a strike as well, so Horosco up ahead, 0-2. Righty on righty now, trying to complete the 7th. Send this game to the 8th. The 0-2, Horosco fires and outside. Good pitch, though. Catcher Orzek gave him a point to say nice pitch, but a good take from Gerbansky. 2-strike pitch again here, the 1-2. Fly ball should end the inning. Truett over and right, and Horosco gave up a solo home run to Fisher Pyatt, but 3 straight flyouts will end the inning. Battle Jacks get 1. They cut the lead to just 1. It's 5-4 as we head to the 8th inning. 2 innings left to play on opening day here in Battle Creek on Pit Spitters Radio. Back to the action here in the top of the 8th inning. Bottom part of the lineup for the Pittsburghers. Another new pitcher, 4th arm of the game for the Battle Jacks. Now David Stitch Jr., a 6'4", 240-pound right-hander from Temple College. A freshman from Bourne, Texas. On the pitch here this past season, he made 11 appearances, went 1-1 with a save, 17 innings pitched, and a 3.18 ERA. He's facing 8-9 and then top. That is Dane Smits, Brendan Summerhill, and Evan Orzek. Dane Smits, 2 for 3 with a pair of singles so far today. Ahead in the count 2-0 to Stitch. And takes that 2-0 fastball in the zone for a strike. So 2-1 the count. Lead was cut on a solo home run last inning by the Battle Jacks. So Traverse City has some work to do to get it back. Just a 1-run lead. They're up 5-4, and that one inside and got Smits right in the middle of his back. That fastball on 2-1 got him right in the number. But he'll take it as he's down to first base now to lead off the inning. And the Pittsburghers, there's the run that they gave up last inning. He's over there at first to lead off. Brings in Brendan Summerhill, who just missed a home run in the 5th, and then he followed that up with an RBI single his last at-bat. Hard hit to short. Should be 2. There's 1. Step on the bag onto first, and it's an easy double play turned. Robbie Merced just stepped on it himself and then fired it to first for the double play. So Summerhill, who had a nice hit last time going the opposite field, tried to go the other way with that fastball, but hit it right at Merced at short. And that eliminates the leadoff base runner. Now no one on, 2 outs for the top of the order. Here's Evan Orzek. Orzek is 1 for 3 with a pair of ribbies so far. He bunted homer run in the 3rd and singled homer run in the 6th. Takes a first pitch fastball for strike 1. David Stick Jr., after the hit by pitch, gets a double play and out away from getting through the 8th. That ball hit up the middle. Nice hot play made by Merced, and he will get the out at first. So a couple ground balls going to short to Robbie Merced. He makes them look easy. And after the hit by pitch, no damage done. A double play and a ground out will end the inning. David Stick Jr. sends us to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still just a 1-run lead for the Traverse City Pit Spitters. As we head to the bottom half of this inning, another new pitcher will come on, and we'll introduce them when we come back on Pit Spitters Radio. Bottom of the 8th inning here in Battle Creek. Just an inning and a half left to play, and a new pitcher on for the Traverse City Pit Spitters. From Madonna University, it is Nate Blaine. Nate Blaine is a 6-foot redshirt sophomore from Canton, Michigan. And he is tasked with getting this game to the 9th inning in a tie. First pitch chopper to third. Play is made routinely over there by Yatchek. 1 pitch, 1 out for Blaine. Now Nate Blaine pitching at Madonna, teammates with former Traverse City Pit Spitter, one of the greats who had a fantastic season last year, pitching a 1 ERA. It was John Bugelair. Was lights out of the bullpen and became the team's closer after Evan Gates left to go to the San Francisco Giants after he got signed middle of the season. And like I mentioned, a 1 ERA. Had a fantastic season, was an all-star. So Blaine knows him well. Chopper up the middle. Trafficante will make the play. Throw to first. And 2 ground ball outs induced by Blaine. 2 up, 2 down. And Blaine just an out away from a 1-2-3 inning and getting this game to the 9th. Well, he is battling the middle of the order. He got the 4-hole out, now the 5-hole. Here comes the 6-hole hitter, Isaiah Gibbs, the right fielder who's 0 for 3. Did not have success against Aaron Gustafson. He went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and an infield pop-out. And his struggles continued against Joe Horosco when he popped up to the first baseman. So hasn't left the infield with 1 yet. As he fouls 1 away, it's 0-2, and Blaine a strike away from a very quick 1-2-3 inning. Ready to go, 0-2 here, Blaine. Ready to deal to Gibbs. Fires, breaking ball, swing, and a miss. 1-2-3 go the Battle Jacks. And the Pit Spitters, an inning away from closing out an opening day victory. We'll go to the 9th. The Pit Spitters will have 2, 3, 4 up to bat, and then they'll look to close out the opening day dub. Be right back for the 9th inning here on Pit Spitters Radio. Ninth inning, here we go. In Battle Creek, Michigan, Traverse City Pit Spitters leading very narrowly 5-4. They'll have the meat of their lineup hitting, though, to try and get some insurance. 2, 3, 4, Truett, Smallwood, and Yatchek. Trey Truett is 1 for 2 with an RBI single, and he is walked in his last 2 at-bats. David Stick Jr. still on the mound. First pitch high to Truett. Truett, a redshirt freshman from NC State, transferred there last year from East Carolina after 1 semester and has not played yet for the Wolfpack. That ball down the line and just a little foul. Reason being, last year, of course, he transferred. So he sat out the season, and this year had surgery on his right hand, his wrist to be exact, and because of that, did not play as he was recovering. So next season will be his first opportunity to make an impact with the NC State Wolfpack, a team that went to the College World Series finals last year and narrowly missed making the tournament this year. 1-1 the count to Truett, the right fielder. Inside, 2-1. Truett here for the full season after taking a temp contract last year. He will be here from start to finish. I know that he wanted to be here for the full title run last year. But now he has an opportunity to do it this year. Playing the full season, we'll see what he can do. That ball he fouled, it looked like off of his leg, and then it rolled down to first in fair territory, but since it hit him, it's a foul ball, and the count evens at 2-2. David Stick Jr., after allowing a hit by pitch to start the 8th, got a double play and then a ground ball to end the inning. So unroutine 1-2-3 inning, but 1-2-3 nonetheless. Trying to start this inning, not allowing a base runner. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man Truett, who wears a protective little guard on his hand because of the surgery, and he's ready to go. 2-2 pitch. Stick deals in the dirt, and a good take from Truett. A very disciplined hitter, Trey Truett is. Not chasing after that pitch. Truett, a 3-letter athlete in high school, lettered all 4 years of high school in baseball and football, as well as 2 years in basketball. A 3-sport athlete. Baseball, though, he chose as his passion to continue his career. Full count here to start the 9th. Trying to get on base. The payoff pitch to him is high, and 3 walks now for Trey Truett. After a fly out to left to start, an RBI single in the 3rd, his last 3 at-bats went walk, walk, walk. So a team that, as I mentioned earlier, they worked a lot of walks last year, 2nd most in Northwoods League history. They have walked 7 times here on opening day. Brings in Jake Smallwood, who's 0 for 4. Truett has wheels. He takes off. What a jump he got. No chance. The catcher won't even make a throw. Big jump by Truett. Also helps out a little bit that David Stick Jr. has a bit of a slow leg kick. But even though with that jump, no way he was getting thrown out. So he's at second with no one aboard, with no one out. Smallwood now can move him over to 3rd and get some insurance. A base hit will do the job, but if he just maybe a fly ball to the outfield deep enough or a ground ball to the right side, that can advance a much important insurance run to 3rd, and then it would only be a fly ball, sacrifice fly to bring him home, or another ground ball. But Smallwood has struck out his last 2 at-bats, in the 5th against Jeremiah Newman, in the 6th against Nathan Ross. Looking to make an impact. Both those at-bats with the bases loaded. So he's stranded 6 runners so far in those last 2 at-bats, trying to move the runner in scoring position here on a 2-0 pitch. And outside, 3-0. So Smallwood, one of the few Pittsburghers to not reach base in the ball game. Actually, only 2 Pittsburghers have not reached base, and they're back-to-back, Smallwood and Yatchek. He can reach here on a 4th ball. It's a 3-0 count. Likely taking the whole way. He'll take inside. It's ball 4, and down goes Smallwood to 1st. 8 walks now for the Pittsburghers. A number that, they'd have to pretty much average to get to where they were last year. In a 72-game season, if you average 6 walks a game, you're going to be over the 418 mark set by Waterloo in 2019, and they walked 416 times last year, 2 off the record. And they're on pace to do it again with 8 so far today. Here's Hayden Yatchek. He's 0 for 4. Now the only pitch hitter to not reach base so far, as he has struck out twice and grounded out twice. A chance to do damage, though, with Truett on second. He had a hard hit ball his last time, just got robbed of a hit because of the second baseman shifting up the middle. The pitch here, thought about swinging. He held his swing. No, he didn't. They appeal to first. Umpire says, yes, you went around. So the count 1-1 instead of 2-0. Call at the plate was a ball, but Yatchek went around on the swing. 1-1. And the pitch here from Stick Jr. Truett leading off a second. Takes off. Double steal. Throw goes to second off the base, and the double steal is a success for Traverse City. And they're calling time here. And they're sending the runners back. Was it a no pitch or uncertain of the call? Couldn't have been catcher's interference because the runner would be out. The only explanation is it was a no pitch. That time may have been called, but so the no pitch counted. It's 1-1. And I guess time was called, no pitch. So the double steal, they'll go back. So first and second still 1-1. The pitch is in for a strike. So instead of third and second with nobody out on the double steal, it's first and second with no one out. And now a 1-2 count. So can't have a sac fly to bring him home. Truett takes off again, though. That ball hit in the air. Runner's got to go back and retreat. Truett will make sure the ball is caught, and it is, so he'll get back to second safely. That would have been a perfect sacrifice fly ball had the double steal not been moved back or negated because of time being called. Instead, it's just a routine fly ball, and Yatchek has nothing to show for it but another out in the box score. Well, Truett's been getting a good jump off a second. We'll see if he tries to utilize that again and steal third in this at-bat for Lucas White. First pitch low. The catcher, Aaron Dolney, threw to second the last time they did the double steal. But Smallwood and Truett were both safe. Smallwood beat the throw anyway. Watching, see if there's a double steal. Nothing here on the pitch. And White checks his swing inside, ball 2. So now if you do the double steal, you run into a problem of if it's a fastball in the zone, the hitter might be going after it and might line into a double play. So you got to be careful stealing on this count. Now the shortstop, Robbie Merced, is over to hold Truett close. And the pitcher, Stick Jr., will step off and Truett back to second. 0 for 3 is Lucas White. Pair of strikeouts, but he did walk and score a run back in the 6th. Truett, good lead. Stays put, though. And that pitch, a slow looping breaking ball in for strike number 1. The count 2-1 to Lucas White, the senior from Doane University. First baseman for Traverse City here. Trying to give his team some insurance. And that pitch high. So it's 3-1. A good count for the hitter to do some damage. So far, it's been back-to-back walks and then a fly out here in the inning. Danger of a third walk here to White. The pitch is popped up, and that will get out of play. So on a full count, 1 out. Got to be a strike, or Stick Jr. will walk the bases loaded. If it is a strike, White will be all over it. See if the runners try to go on a full count with 1 out here. There's a good chance they do. Try the double steal. Truett leading off a second. And there they go. And the pitch inside gets away. Truett never stopped running. And actually, he will stop. He'll get back to third base. Almost a situation where Truett on the steal of third was about to circle the bag and go home as the ball got away from the catcher, Dolney. Actually, he could have sold it there if the third baseman, Fisher Pyatt, was down the third baseline. If Trey Truett just kind of ran into him and fell over, I'm sure the umpires would have looked at it, and good chance they would have awarded him home plate on obstruction. However, in the moment, didn't think it through, and the bases will be loaded. That's going to be all for David Stick Jr. His night will end as he walked the bases loaded here in the ninth. A chance for the Pittsburghers to break through and add some insurance. They lead by 1. A chance for a lot more, though. New pitcher in. Alec Atkinson will come to the plate when we come back here on Pit Spitters Radio. We are back here at C.O. Brown Stadium in Battle Creek, Michigan. The situation, bases are loaded with only 1 out as David Stick Jr. walked him. Only got 1 out on a flyout, and they're loaded for Alec Atkinson. He will face Robert Whalen, a freshman from Green River College. Robert Whalen, 6'4", 230, right-hander, who will deal with the center fielder from Yale. A little sidearm delivery in for strike number 1. Atkinson, 1 for 3 in the ball game. He singled back in the 7th, walked as well in the 4th, has a pair of stolen bases, and can knock in some insurance here. 0-1 pitch coming. Whalen deals outside, a good block on a ball in the dirt by Aaron Dolney. Got a little herky-jerky sidearm delivery. Doesn't throw very hard, though, so Atkinson needs to sit back, wait on a pitch, and avoid a double play ball that would end the inning. Bases juiced here with 1 out in the 9th. That ball gets away from the catcher. Here comes Truett. He will score a big insurance run. It's now 6-4 in favor of the Traverse City Pit Spitters. Well, that definitely helps. A run now across. That run charged to David Stick Jr., as are the runners on 3rd and 2nd because of him walking the bases loaded. He didn't allow a hit in his just over an inning of work. He pitched a total an inning and a third. He allowed a hit by pitch and 3 walks in 7 batters faced. And now the count is 2-1 to Atkinson. Infield in to cut off the runner at 3rd on a grounder. And another ball in the dirt. That will walk Atkinson. So even if the wild pitch never happened, then the run still would have scored as Atkinson goes down to 1st and the bases are reloaded. Now for Camden Trafficante, a dangerous hitter who was a good hitter last year for Traverse City, had some fine success. Bats here with the bases loaded and 1 out. He is 1 for 3 with a single. He also walked. he has scored twice. First pitch, big swing, and it's a foul tip off the glove of Dolney. So 0-1 to him. Again, Stick Jr., who started the inning, is responsible for the runners on third and second. That would be Jake Smallwood and Lucas White. And Robert Whalen responsible for Alec Atkinson at first. Trafficante trying to get some more insurance here. Guarantee an opening day victory. The 0-1 pitch, sidearm, is low for ball one. So a 6-4 game in which the Pitt Spitters are out-hitting the Battle Jacks very narrowly, 7-6. But the difference so far has been the walks, as they have so far walked 9 times in the ball game. Scratch that, 10 times. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. A team that, again, sounds like a broken record, but they walked 416 times last year, second most ever in the history of the league. And they've already walked 10 times here. 2-1, dangerous count to a good hitter. The pitch is high, so it's 3-1, and Whalen's got to start throwing strikes, or the Pitt Spitters can just keep taking and taking and taking pitches and scoring more runs. 3-1, Trafficante looking for a pitch in the zone here, and doesn't get it. Down low, another walk. This one, with the bases loaded, will force in a run. In to score is Smallwood. White will go to third. Atkinson will go to second. Trafficante will get an RBI without even taking the bat off his shoulder. And it's 7-4. Now if you're Traverse City, if you're Kobe Griner, who is warming up in the bullpen, you're thinking, hey, if you score another run, I don't get a save for this game. But if you're the Pitt Spitters offense, you're thinking, we're just going to put this thing way out of reach and blow it open. First pitch to Dane Smits is a strike. Smits is 2 for 3, leading the way with 2 hits here. The only player with multiple hits for the Pitt Spitters, only one of 2 players with multiple hits in the game. One player on the Battle Jacks, Gerbansky, has 2 as well. He also got hit by a pitch his last time up against David Stick Jr. The count to him, 1-1 with the bases loaded, 1 away. The pitch is fouled off the screen. A big hack by Smits. Hit narrowly shy of 400 at Aquinas College. Hits in his first 2 at-bats of the game today. Looking for a big one here to blow it wide open. 1-2, got to protect the plate here. And popped it up on the infield, not going to get the job done. Infield fly will be called, and the catch made nonetheless at third, although Smits was out no matter what. So a big second out there as Smits pops up on the infield. The bases remain loaded, but still a chance for Traverse City to get some runs. Brendan Summerhill will hit. He already has 1 big RBI hit. He singled in the 6th to score the, at the time, go-ahead run that made it 4-3. Almost hit a home run back in the 5th as well. First pitch swinging down the line. Trouble out there, running over the left fielder, and a running catch made by the left fielder, Patrick Mills. So the Pitt Spitters load him up. They don't even get a hit in the inning, but they scored 2 runs. Is it going to be enough? We'll find out in the bottom of the 9th. Up 3 are the Pitt Spitters. On to pitch will be Kobe Griner looking for the save on opening day when we come back on Pitt Spitters Radio. Bottom of the ninth. 3-run lead, 3 outs away from an opening day victory. And on the pitch for the Traverse City Pitspitters, Kobe Griner. A fantastic arm out of the bullpen last year. His sidearm delivery makes him very effective. Kobe Griner, during the season last year, very effective out of the bullpen. His biggest pitch that he would throw, that slow slider that just cuts so far. It looks like it cuts even further than normal because it comes out of the side, and that is a pitch that he utilizes to be very successful and get outs. Although here he hits the leadoff hitter, Rafael Gomez. Not trying to spark a rally here in the ninth. But the leadoff man getting aboard, not ideal to start the ninth. So Griner on 2 pitches hits Rafael Gomez Jr. So Gomez Jr. reaches for the first time tonight. Brings in James Kanar at the plate. Kanar 0 for 3, a strikeout, and a couple of flyouts. Griner, a pitcher for Carl Albert State College, transferred from University of Arkansas Fort Smith this past year. Griner pitched in 22 games in this past season, posted a 3.09 ERA, 11.53 Ks per 9, a good mark there. Big lead off of first is Gomez, and he takes off the pitch inside, and no, that one hit him as well. Back-to-back hit by pitches to start the ninth. And just like that, the Battle Jacks will put the tying run up at the plate with nobody out. And into the box is Fisher Pyatt, the third baseman, who already has a home run in this ballgame. Pyatt homered to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Got one out to right center field, and with one swing of the bat, he can tie this game up at 7. Griner's only thrown 4 pitches. 2 pitches to Gomez Jr., 2 pitches to Kanar, and the second pitch in each at-bat has hit the batter. So first and second with nobody out for Fisher Pyatt. In a jam here. First pitch to Pyatt is a strike. First strike thrown by Griner here. Griner needing to pitch out of big trouble here. Tying run at the plate with no one away. The 1-strike pitch. Griner, almost had him picked off at second, but no one was covering the bag. If there was someone covering second, I believe Griner would have had Gomez Jr. picked off a second. But no one in the area, so he dove back in safely. So that's where he's put right now, first and second. The 0-1 pitch. Deals. And inside, that ball hit Pyatt as well. An unbelievable start to the bottom of the 9th. 3 batters, 3 hit by pitches. Every single one of them on the second pitch of the at-bat. And I'm surprised the pitching coach, and they're on cue, pitching coach will go out and have a talk with Kobe Griner. No arm in the bullpen, which means Griner's going to have to work out of trouble all by himself. What a spot here on opening day. The Pitspitters led 7-4 entering the inning. They still do. But so far tonight, they left the bases loaded in the 5th, the 6th, and the 9th. And right now, those 3 innings alone are looking very important. 11 total base runners left on for the Pitspitters. Only 5 comparative for Battle Creek. So actually in the 5th inning, a wild pitch scored a run when the bases were loaded. So they only left 2 on that inning, but nonetheless, 2 in the 5th. They left the bases loaded in the 6th and the 9th. Those 8 runners left on base looming very large right now as the bases are loaded with no outs in a 3-run game. Especially in the top half when the pit spitters didn't even have to swing a bat to score 2 runs. They worked 5 walks to score 2 runs. They had bases loaded with 1 out, weren't able to score a run. A strike, first pitch to Robbie Merced. Top of the order, though, dangerous for Traverse City. Battlejack's looking to make some noise. The pitch, that one inside, and it's 1-1. Merced on the night, 0 for 4. Did reach on an error in the 3rd, and then came around to score. So Merced's hitless. On deck, Mills has a hit. In the hole, Gerbansky has a couple. The 1-1 deals, and that's outside. 2-1 now. Got to start throwing strikes if you're Griner. Tying run on first. Nobody out in the inning. Top of the order at the plate. Big pitch is coming. The 2-1 hitter's pitch. Griner. Oh, there's that nasty slow slider. Fouled off. Straight back to the screen by Robbie Merced. Merced, the junior from Central Methodist University. The Eagles, where he hit .444 this past season. Swing and a miss, though, on that one. Can't cash in. The slider got him whiffing. And there's a big first out in the inning. It's the sidearm delivery from Griner with that slider. It looks so slow. And it looks like it moves further than it does because it comes out of the side, and it got Merced swinging. Now here's Mills, a dangerous hitter as well. Doubled back in the first and scored. He's 1 for 4, but hitting from the left side of the plate against a right-handed pitcher makes him all the more dangerous. Tying run over at first, and the first pitch to him. Ripped to right, and that ball's down. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. A big hit by Patrick Mills makes this a 1-run game in the 9th. Fisher Pyatt, though, did not make the turn to go to 3rd. He stayed at 2nd, and because of that, it's going to take a base hit to tie the game. If he went to 3rd, all it would have taken was a sac fly. Instead, Gerbansky needs a base hit, but he already has a couple tonight. He's 2 for 4. Singled home a run in the 1st and singled in the 5th. Flew out his last at-bat in the 7th. Big pitches coming here. Tying run at 2nd, 1 away. First pitch, and that hit Gerbansky. That is 4 hit-by pitches in the inning, and the bases once again go loaded. So Griner hit the first 3 batters to start the inning, loaded the bases, got a strikeout, and then a 2 RBI single, and then he hits Gerbansky to load him back up. Tying run at 3rd, and the winning run at 2nd. The Battlejacks can walk off on opening night with a base hit here. Aaron Dolney, the hitter, 1 for 4 with an RBI double back in the 3rd. First pitch to him here. Big swing and fouls it out of play, looking to be the hero. A lot of scenarios on the table here. A ground ball double play would end it. Griner's going to need a strikeout or a ball in the infield. A fly ball to the outfield, and this game's going to be tied. Here's the 0-1 to the Battle Creek catcher. Fouled off again, out of play. So Griner in much need of a strikeout. Gotta throw one, not necessarily in the zone, but he's gotta throw a pitch that Dolney can't get to the outfield. I would throw that slider again, try to get a strikeout. You gotta throw it low. Just can't hit him. Already 4 hit batters in the inning. Got to throw something to entice the hitter and get a swing and miss. Fly ball deep enough will tie the game. A base hit would tie the game, maybe win it. A ground ball slow enough would tie the game, or if he beats out a double play ball. A lot of chances for Battle Creek to tie or win here. Margin of error very, very slim for Griner on the mound. The 0-2 pitch deals, and he misses a little outside. He tried the slider outside, but he missed the corner. Aaron Dolney, a .344 hitter at Eastern Michigan. Trying to be the hero on opening night. The 1-2 pitch from Kobe Griner. He deals, hit to first, and a little foul. Honestly, lucky for Traverse City if that ball is fair. Lucas White makes the play and steps on first, but the run scores to tie. If you're Traverse City, looking for a strikeout or a ball in the infield, trying to win it here, or at the very worst, limit the damage to 1 run and go to extras. Battle Creek looking for a base hit to win it and spoil the championship campaign for the Pittsburghers. The 1-2 pitch again. Griner fires to second. Could end it here. They'll get one at second. On to first. Not in time. Actually, no throw was made. Trafficante couldn't make the throw, or at least didn't want to throw it away. And we are tied in the 9th. So 2 outs, runners on the corners. Now a base hit ties the game. An error, or a base hit wins the game. An error wins the game. A pass ball wins the game. Traverse City needs an out. If you're Battle Creek and Billy Hancock, the designated hitter, you just got to put a ball in play and force the Pittsburgh defense to send it to extras. First pitch to Hancock here is hit foul, out of play. There was a chance off the bat for Traverse City to turn 2 on the slow roller to second by Dolney. Dane Smits was able to get the ball to Trafficante at second for 1, but Dolney was going too hard down the line. He simply wouldn't have been thrown out. Even if Trafficante rifled one over there, he would have beat the throw. So I think wisely Trafficante held off and didn't throw it. Because of that, a chance to win here. Billy Hancock, a hit could win it. 0-1 pitch. Runner takes off. And another hit batter. That is 5 hit batters in the inning. Griner's such a reliable arm last year for the Pittsburghers. He loaded the bases with no outs on hit batters, and then he gave up an RBI single and hit another batter. Gave up a fielder's choice and then hit another batter. That's 5 in the inning here. Bases are loaded. The Battle Jacks have batted around. Here's Isaiah Gibbs to win it. The first pitch to him, hit to third. Yatchek got to make a play. The throw is in time, and we will go to extra innings. 5 hit batters in the inning. The Battle Jacks bat all the way around. They score 3, and this game is on to the 10th. A quick break here, and we'll reset on Pit Spitter Radio. So we go to the 10th inning. After 5 hit batters in the bottom of the 9th, the big hit was Patrick Mills, who singled home a pair. And then the fielder's choice by Aaron Dolney tied it. So this game is into extras after Traverse City looked like they had it locked up. Not the case. Extra baseball will be played on opening day. Brett Sanchez will be the pitcher. Sanchez is a redshirt sophomore from Belhaven University, a 6'4", 180 right-hander. He's going to face the top of the order, Evan Orzek, Trey Truett, and Jake Smallwood, right where you want to be if you're the Pittsbitters. Playing with the same rules as last year, so a runner will start on second base. First pitch, Smallwood pops up the bunt to first. Scratch that, that's Orzek, my apologies. Popped it up to first. Not able to sacrifice the go-ahead runner to third. That is Brendan Summerhill out there at second, by the way. Starting inning as he was the last batted out. So now Truett's going to have to get a base hit to bring home that run. Truett has not had to swing the bat his last 3 at-bats, as he has walked his last 3 trips to the plate, the 5th, the 6th, and the 9th. Last time he swung was in the 3rd. He had an RBI single. Oh, 1. Here, Summerhill leads from second. Quick pick, but Summerhill will dive back in safely. If the Pittsbitters can get that go-ahead run across, they'll face the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 in the 10th. Unclear who will pitch for the Pittsbitters, but a right-hander is getting warm down there in the pen. 0-1 pitch to Truett is a breaking ball just off the outside corner. A good take by Truett. Has not been chasing pitches tonight. He has been very disciplined at the plate, picking his spots and trying to get only pitches he can hit. Got one to hit there, a breaking ball that got too much of the zone, but he didn't do much with it, fouled it out of play. Two strikes now, the count. Got to put a ball in play here. Traverse City's already left 11 on base. Got the free runner at second to start the inning. They're trying to cash in on the pitch. Outside, missing the zone. Truett lays off. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. (7-7) on opening day. Pittsbitters scored 2 in the 6th. They scored a couple more in the 9th. 2-2. Truett on the left side. Through for a base hit. We'll see if they give him the wave. Summerhill coming home. The throw will go to second, and Trey Truett comes through with his second RBI base knock of the ball game. Traverse City back on top now, 8-7. What a piece of hitting there by Truett. Going the other way with a 2-strike pitch. Gets it through between the third base and the shortstop, and Summerhill never stopped running. He comes in to score. It's 8-7. Pittsbitters in the lead once more. And now got to be weary if you're the Battle Jack defense. Truett has a couple stolen bags. Might try another one to get in scoring position. Not on the first pitch, though. He will stay put as Jake Smallwood fouls one back out of play. Smallwood tonight, 0 for 4. He struck out twice. His last at-bat in the 9th, though, he did walk and score one of the 2 runs. Truett leading from first. He will not go, stays put, and Smallwood tried to check his swing He did check his swing, but the ball hit the knob of the bat and rolled foul. So 2 strikes here to the Traverse City designated hitter. Now that 1-run lead, though, Battle Creek will get a starter at second base. So it's imperative if they can get another insurance run here. The pitch to Smallwood 0-2. He fouls down the line out of play. Very late swing, but swung in time enough to foul it off. We'll see if Truett thinks about second here. As I said, it's very important in extra innings to get more than 1 because that runner starting at second sometimes almost seems like a guaranteed run. So if you can get another run, it is big. Truett getting a decent lead and thinking about going maybe. Stays put, though. Smallwood takes, just outside. Very close. Brett Sanchez and the fans thought it was strike 3 on the corner, but he misses. Just off the plate, the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smallwood looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 4. Big insurance run at first in the form of Trey Truett. Sanchez trying for a strikeout here. The 1-2. Looks Trey back. The pitch is flared to left, shallow left, and the shortstop will go out and make a catch. Robbie Merced for out number 2. So 2 away now. In comes Hayden Yatchek, the only Pittsburgher to not reach base here today. He's 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts, pair of groundouts, and a flyout. Now that last flyout in the 9th had the makings of what should have been a sac fly, as the runners on second and first, it was Truett and Smallwood. They did a double steal to get to third and second, but I guess time was called, so they had to go back, and then right after that is when Yatchek flew out. Would have been a sac fly if the double steal had happened. Instead, it was just routine. 0-1 the count to him with Truett on first and 2 away. Ball outside. Almost Truett thought about going, but Dolney kept it in front and looked Truett back to first. 1-1 the count here in the 10th. Every pitch now a huge pitch potentially, as Sanchez deals 1-1 to Yatchek, and Yatchek fouls it away. Hayden Yatchek, a very good hitter who hit over 300 this past season. Hit 372 after hitting 382 the year before, and blasted 4 homers. He's got some pop. Ball in the gap could score Truett here, but he's down 2 strikes, 1-2, and the pitch. Just very narrowly fouling that one off and staying alive. Not many fastballs being thrown by Brett Sanchez. A lot of off-speed pitches, breaking balls, keeping the hitters back. Been effective so far. And he's a strike away from getting out of the inning, going to the bottom of the 10th. The pitch to Yatchek is outside, ball 2. So 2-2 here. Fans thought it was strike 3. Definitely looked like a ball, though. And the count evens at 2-2. Truett, see if he takes off at one of these next pitches. Seems like he's staying put. He does. The 2-2 in the zone, popped up, and it will get out of play right behind home plate off the top of the press box. A lot of balls in the zone, all slow, some breaking balls, off-speed pitches. No fastballs that Yatchek can drive. .01 ERA for Bellhaven, Brett Sanchez had. So a good season. Trying to carry it over here. He gave up the single to Truett, but not an earned run because of the runner starting at second base. A strike away from ending the inning. The 2-2 to Hayden Yatchek deals, and that ball misses the zone as well. So the count runs full here to Hayden Yatchek. It's 3-2 with 2 outs, so Truett will be off with the pitch. which means a base hit has the potential to bring him around with the head start. Got to put the ball in play, though, in the 10th. 3-2. Truett will take off. The pitch. Swing, and just got a piece. He fouled it right back into the dirt behind the catcher. That ball so slow, looping. Looked like a slider, and Yatchek well out in front. Got just enough to stay alive. Sanchez hasn't pitched since May 7th against UT Dallas. He went 9 innings, a complete game, 1 run. But he's looking pretty good in his first outing here. Another full count pitch to Hayden Yatchek. Here it is. Breaking ball, and again, Yatchek will stay alive. No fastballs. Actually, he's thrown 2. The 1-2 pitch was a fastball that was outside the zone, barely. After another foul ball or 2, another fastball, and 2-2 was the ball. Might be a good time to throw a fastball here and surprise Yatchek if he can paint a corner. Truett again off with the pitch, 3-2, 2 outs in the 10th. There goes Truett on the pitch, and outside, Yatchek will work a big walk here in the 10th. What a battle at the plate. He saw double-digit pitches, just kept battling with 2 strikes, kept fighting, staying alive, and because of it, he works a full count walk. And now, with Trey Truett at second base, Lucas White has the opportunity for a huge insurance run if he can get a base hit. If he can get this ball into the outfield, touch some grass out there, then Truett with his speed should easily score around second. White, though, no hits today. He's 0 for 3. Has walked twice, though. And the first pitch here swings and foul ball. White changing up his approach here. He took off the batting gloves, going barehand like his teammate at second, Trey Truett. He walked in the 6th and the 9th, has scored a run, but he struck out twice. The first baseman from Doane University trying to break through with a huge hit here. Breaking ball outside corner, just a little off, and it's 1-1. Beautiful night, beautiful day, all day today for baseball as the sun has now set. It's a nice dark sky behind illuminating the hitters. The 1-1, White, big swing and a miss. That ball so slow coming out of the hands of Brett Sanchez. If the hitters can sit back, it's a nice pitch in the middle of the zone to drive somewhere, but they're just getting way out in front of it. It's almost too slow to sit back on. And he's a strike away again from ending the 10th. The pitch, White in the air to right field, and that should end the inning. Over is Gibbs. He will make the catch, and on to the bottom half we go. So the Pittsburghers did break through. Trey Truett with an RBI single. They got that free runner that was put at second base to start the inning. But because of that, the Battle Creek Battlejacks will have a runner at second to start their half inning. So 1-run lead into the bottom half of the 10th we go. Be right back on Pittsburgh Radio. Bottom of the 10th, a free runner at second base for the Battle Jacks now. It will be Isaiah Gibbs as he grounded out to third to end the 9th. Infielders, or at least the corners, are drawn in against Rafael Gomez. If in case he puts down a bunt, maybe if it's bunted hard enough, they can get an out at third. Or if he pops it up like Evan Orzek did in the top half, they can get a big out. First pitch does show bunt and pulls back as it's a ball. Orzek almost lost it, but he did find it, and the runner stays put. Carson Fisher from Davenport will pitch, looking for a huge save here. Tying run on second, that free runner. Gomez, no hits. He's 0 for 3, but he's sacrificing the whole way, it looks like. First baseman Lucas White way in on the grass, playing the bunt. That ball high. So Gomez, 2 balls, no strikes. Carson Fisher here just needs to throw a strike. After Kobe Griner hit 5 batters in the 9th and Battle Creek tied it, Fisher needs to command the zone here, as if he allows a walk or anything like that to the leadoff man Gomez, then a sacrifice bunt would put the runners at third and second with 1 out. So 2-0, got to throw a strike. And he does not. It's a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. So it's 3-0. See if Gomez takes a pitch on 3-0 or if he still tries to put down the bunt. He shows bunt, and that one's low. A 4-pitch walk to Gomez with just trying to sacrifice the tying run over. Now this is a huge scenario because with the walk, now a sacrifice bunt not only pushes the tying run to third, it pushes the winning run over to second. See if that's the plan for Kanar. Kanar's 0 for 3. He was hit by a pitch in the 9th inning as well. Showing bunt and gets it down. No play at third. The play will go to first, and it is made. So Carson Fisher is able to get the out. However, a big sacrifice bunt, as now that tying run 90 feet away, the winning run at second for Fisher Pyatt. He singled in the 4th, homered in the 7th. He's 2 for 3, and he was the 3rd batter hit by a pitch in the 9th that loaded the bases. There would be 2 more later, but he was the 3rd in the sequence that loaded the bases. So he's already got 2 hits in the ballgame. A 3rd one here could end it. There's a mound visit between the catcher Orzek and the pitcher Fisher. I'm sure that's exactly what's going on as Orzek's telling him the situation. Infield will be drawn in on a ground ball to get the runner at home to prevent the tie. Fisher Pyatt looking for a huge hit. It's 2 for 3. A 3rd hit here could send these Battle Creek fans home happy on opening night. First pitch down the line. It is a foul ball. Whoa. That ball was maybe an inch away from being a walk-off winner. Fisher Pyatt roped that ball down the right field line, and it may have stayed fair, like I said, foul by an inch. The hands just got going a split second too soon, and he'll have to reset. But now, with that in mind, Carson Fisher is going to have to be careful here as Pyatt is ready to hit. And he was all over that pitch, so maybe don't throw that one again. The 0-1 now. That ball is popped up, foul. Orzek looking, and it is out of play and off the top of the roof into the parking lot. So a huge pitch coming here on 0-2. But now, man, it's a dangerous spot for Fisher to be in with the runner on third, because with 0-2, you don't want to throw anything too good. You want to try and get a chase pitch, but if you spike it in the dirt and it kicks away, not only would the game be tied, that winning run would then go to third. So it's a tough spot. You got to pick your spot here, and you got to commit to it. The 0-2 pitch from Fisher fires and fouled off. Pyatt will stay alive, able to hit that one down the right side. It was a pitch a little bit out of the zone, but not out of the zone enough as Pyatt got a bat on it. If you're Fisher and you're able to get a ball in the dirt here, you got to have Orzek block it. That's where it takes a great catcher here to throw a chase pitch and keep it in front if it's in the dirt. Another 0-2 to Pyatt. Fisher fires. Pyatt swings and fouls it back. That one, a fastball up and in on the hands. Pyatt just able to make contact and stays alive. Either one of these teams looking for a humongous opening day win. For the Pit Spitters, it'd be the first win in their title defense. For Battle Creek, be the first win in their team's new history as the Battle Jacks. And another 0-2 from Fisher. Deals low. A good pitch in the dirt. A good block by Orzek, but Pyatt, not interested, lays off of it. Still well ahead in the count, though. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The infield of Yatchek, Trafficante, Smits, and White are all in on the grass to get the tying run out at home on a grounder. The outfield playing in too on a base hit. 1-2. Got him swinging. The tag is applied. A huge pitch from Carson Fisher. And 1 out away are the Traverse City Pit Spitters from a enormous opening day win and avoiding a big collapse in the 9th. But the pitcher, Carson Fisher, has to face the leadoff hitter. And Josh Rebant, the field manager, will go talk to his guy on the mound. He waved off the infielders. The infielders were going to come in for a big mound visit, and Rebant brushed him off. He's talking just to the battery, the pitcher and the catcher here. The situation, 2 outs, 2 men on in the bottom of the 10th. Runner on third, Isaiah Gibbs, is the tying run. Runner at second, Raphael Gomez Jr., is the winning run. Fisher with 2 outs has to face the leadoff hitter, Robbie Merced. Now, Merced is 0 for 5. But as the leadoff man, he's there for a reason, because he is a very capable hitter. He was a .444 hitter this season at Central Methodist with 24 home runs. A great hitter against a great pitcher on opening night here in the Northwoods League. Infield back to their normal positions to get the final out at first on a grounder. Fisher ready to go with pitch number 1. Deals. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Big first strike. Any pitch you got to keep in front. If it's in the dirt, if you're Orzek, that run 90 feet away is the tying run. 0-1 here. Fisher. Set. Deals. Swing and a miss. A good breaking ball. Low and away. Merced chases. Down to the final strike. Go the Battle Jacks. Big pitch coming here. 0-2, 2 outs, 2 on, tying and winning runs aboard in the bottom of the 10th. Carson Fisher looking for the big save. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Merced out on strikes, and the Traverse City Pit Spitters will hold on and narrowly escape with an 8-7 victory on the road in Battle Creek. What a performance. It took a lot of guts out there by Carson Fisher, as there were runners on third and second with only 1 out. He powered through, got a big strikeout of Fisher Pyatt, and an even bigger strikeout of Robbie Merced to close it out 8-7, straying those runners aboard. So in their back-to-back title-winning defense, the Pittsburghers start their season 1-0. Battle Creek falls to 0-1. The win will actually go to Kobe Griner despite giving up those 3 runs in the 9th. Carson Fisher will get the save, and the loss will go to Brett Sanchez. 8-7, Traverse City wins. A great game all around. Player of the game got to go to Trey Truett, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. He also had 3 walks on the ledger. Every Pittsburgher reached base in this one, a total team effort, especially to pick up their pitcher Kobe Griner after he fell apart with 5 hit by pitches in the 9th inning. They rallied around him and closed it out in the 10th, and they walk away victorious on opening night, 8-7. Game 2 of this series will be tomorrow at 11:05 Eastern Time a.m., an early game. After that, Traverse City will travel to Rockford, Illinois for a 2-game set before their home opener on ESPN Plus on Friday. So that's all from me here in the booth, Stephen Walker. Thanks for listening to opening day Memorial Day baseball here. 8-7, Traverse City wins, and we'll see you tomorrow bright and early, 11:05 for Game 2. For the Traverse City Pittsburghers on Pittsburgh Radio, I'm Stephen Walker, and have a good night.